Showtime, baby!
Right now. Everyone's got a ticket for this category carpet is getting a show. Right
Final
now.
game, final round! You couldn't write a better story! Get into the ring!
God, I'm low. God, my soul. All of my thoughts be dark like coal. Up to the party, y'all don't want smoke. Energize the body, raise up the yard.
Right now.
I'll take on all of you!
Right now. Finish goals, I win it all. Right now.
Straight on!
Finish goals, I win it all. Show me your strength.
Feet on the ground, look around.
This corner pressure is where Andy Walker thrives.
No more games.
How you get
Time
serious?
is now.
RD taking it down defensively against the biggest threat thus far.
I is me. World at my command. Right now.
You want the base? You got the base!
Right now. Finish goals, I
I can't sit down. Show me the replay. Sit down and shut up!
finish goals, I win it all. Wait a minute.
Turn it up.
I'm on fire, it's like a creative physics. It's like I was born on the outer. Close my eyes, all I see is digits. This how I feel when you get to the commas.
That felt good, didn't it?
In-home emoji going the distance.
Time for the finale.
Right now.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this.
Wrap this up.
Right now.
Oh, it's well.
Meaningless effort.
It's all day.
Simple and clean.
Showtime, baby.
Welcome to Sets. This will be a good fight.
All right, another week and another episode here on twitch.tv/CatConfires. You know the drill. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another episode of Sets, where we bring two players into the ring to have a good old first to 10 exchanging blows, and we get to exchange opinions and have a nice conversation with a pre-match interview and a post-match interview as well, all here every Monday. Of course, I'll be your host once again tonight, Jammers. It's been a little while since I've had the regular duo, my co-hosts. Now they've returned. The stars have aligned. We're back in the new year, and we're going to roll over to them right now. We should be getting them here. Introduce it. Yes, they're back.
Well met.
They haven't got different names. They haven't got different voices. It's the original guys, Veggie and Ovaha. Ovaha, it's been too long, my friend. Have you
I've been very sick, and not in the
Wow.
good way sick.
Wow.
Like, I haven't been like a sick Street Fighter player, for example. I've just been physically sick.
Damn.
So I'm glad to be back.
No, that's good. It's good to have you
Glad
back.
to have you back.
Oh,
Oh, we said that at
you.
the same time, Jammers. Let's go!
I
Beast
would-
mode, baby!
You guys are beastie.
That's good. Honestly, it's been 2 weeks. It's been too long. That's what I should have said. It's been too long. But Veggie,
Yeah.
talk to me. I know you've been
Yeah.
active on the social media front, and you've been active. But so how you been feeling?
I've been feeling good, you know. It's not been that long since I was here. It's just like one episode ago. So
listen, man,
but you know, even that, it does. That's what I was getting at. Is that it does feel like it's been a lot more than just 2 weeks. It feels like it's been ages, and that just shows you how much I want to be back here with you guys and do this. So that's just like a statement of my love for you guys. So that's good.
Oh, that was
Let's
such
go.
a beautiful way to put it. Wow.
He was definitely he was holding that one in because he
That's
was
the
waiting for
most
it to say it
beautiful
to us.
thing anyone has said to me all year.
It's not
Nice
that.
try.
Yeah,
It's been 14 days, mate. It's like
Maybe
14.
last year. Maybe they did it last year.
It's still valid.
Let's look. Just keep in mind, Valentine's Day is in a month's time, so save that message for him when it's
yeah,
in a month's
true.
time. Anyway, all right, ladies
Write
and
that
gentlemen,
down.
we got to get the ball rolling because we've got another juicy one here for you. We had a special last week, but now we're back with the regular fight card. Richard, roll the fight card. You know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. We go back to the US, and these are our guests tonight. We've got DoctaAfrikan. Or in certain parts of the world, he might be a certain character that got announced for something the other day. Who knows? And then he'll be, of course, joined with DrDannyPham. It's been a little while since we've had these. These two are returning guests, but hey, they have opinions, and we can have a nice chat with them as well. So they actually are with us, and they'll be joining us momentarily as well. I'll let you know when they do so, because, boy, have I got a few questions. I'm sure Veggie's got a few questions to ask as well. Spoiler alert, there may be a fitness conversation that I might sit out on this one. I know it's the smallest one in this room, and I can tell you it's not our guests. Anyway, Veggie, because you had a big hand in pulling these guys to the show. So, What do you think about this one? Big bodies?
I think. I mean, we heard that they actually played each other a lot since Street Fighter 5 days, and I know they play each other a lot in this game. And how cool is it to see two character specialists or two people very good with their characters? I don't really know if DoctaAfrikan is a specialist with Marisa or just plays Marisa and other characters, but I know DrDannyPham is a specialist. And if they already play the set a lot, if there's one place you want to learn like the intricacies of a matchup, it will be between those two players. So both as a spectator, as a Zangief player, and commentator on sets, I'm excited for like all the aspects, to get the knowledge, to get hype, and to see how this matchup can be played when you have really dug into it. So this is really exciting for me.
Sweet. Elvaha, talk to me. Big bodies, Marisa, Zangief. Haven't you been playing Zangief recently?
Yeah, actually, a fun fact, I've played both Marisa and Geef to master in the recent month.
Look at him.
So I really like that we're having these specific characters, because I've tested both of these characters very extensively, and I'm kind of leaning myself towards being a Marisa player right now. I'm really enjoying playing her.
Okay.
So I'm really looking forward to like learning new stuff about both characters, but also like learning about the matchup specifically. Also, I'm just like a big fan of both players because we kind of share a lot of things in free time and spare time, you know, and the whole mindset
I can see that
around everything. So I'm just looking forward to the whole evening. Yeah, and it's also great to be back.
That's good.
In general.
Indeed.
Great to have you back.
But you know what? Speaking of which, because we can actually get these guys in the chat with us now, that'll be actually good. So we can get this ball rolling, because that's exactly what we do here. So what we are going to do is we can get straight talking to these guys, get this little Q&A, nice little conversation about Street Fighter rolling before we get into the first to 10 here. So let me find out, have I got DoctaAfrikan and DrDannyPham on the line? Talk to me, boys.
Hello.
You're here.
Yes, perfect. All right, so first of all, gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us, and it's great to have you back on the show, because I believe you both were on for 2 different episodes. That was right. Yeah. Danny, you went up against Sevilla, I think it was, and African, you went up against, I think it was Jack. Was it Jack?
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Well, it's a new game, it's a new era, which breeds new discussion. So my first question is, because I know Vega's got a really good question, I want to start off with this. DoctaAfrikan, are you still using a hitbox when playing Street Fighter 6? Is that right?
That is correct, yeah. Using the hitbox.
Cheater.
Wow. Okay. See, I know you were a troublemaker in high school. Someone else going, cheater!
Cheater, dude.
Anyway, right. Does a hitbox have a significant advantage in Street Fighter 6, or does it not really matter about the peripheral using this?
Tell him, cheater.
Wow.
Well, yeah. It's not as obvious in Street Fighter 6 as it was in Street Fighter 5, mostly because of the movement of Street Fighter 5 and dashes, how prominent dashes were.
Okay.
But if you start looking at the more precise things like blocking on time, you know, getting hit by low forward drive rush is detrimental. So like I think I block a lot more of those than I would if I wasn't on the hitbox. But also the neutral SOCD, down up neutral SOCD actually gives you a lot of advantages. So like for Marisa, I get stuff like instant Gladius, instant Superman punches with no telegraph. So it's pretty sick.
Oh, okay. So then my follow-up question to that is, because a lot of people have, you know, given themselves one button parries, maybe one button drive rush, one button drive impact for sure. Does that play a huge part, or does it not really matter how much you try to customize your controller? If you get hit by something, you get hit by something.
I mean, that depends. Kawano just won CPT in Japan with no extra buttons. He just uses the default layout, which kind of says a lot. So I don't know if I'd say it's a deal breaker, but it does matter. I mean, everyone has tried to parry before if you're using the combination and just get smacked in the face because you blinked it, and that's one of the worst feelings in the world. So I do think it does help if if you want to take it one step further. It's not really a deal breaker though. But you guys may not know this, but I currently work for Hitbox, and then there's like the button extension that we're releasing pretty soon just for that reason, because so many people want the extra button. But I don't necessarily think it's necessary, but it does help. Yeah. So
let me ask this then: did you guys these additional buttons you're implementing into the hitbox? Is this something that's been? Did you guys foresee this being a thing, where it's like, right, okay, maybe people need extra buttons, not just for Street Fighter, but for fighting games in general, or where people just like, you know what, I wish Hitbox had this button. I didn't have to like go around the world to find a button, drill a hole in, and do whatever. Is this something you guys anticipated, or is it something that's been like
not anticipated at all? No.
Okay.
I mean, us here at the office, we're all gamers, so we're like, yeah, you know what? I want an extra button, so we made one.
Okay, no,
That's pretty much
listen,
what happened,
that's
yeah.
just a classic game recognizes game. If I'm suffering, let's just try and anticipate a problem and try and find the solution before it even goes to the masses. No, I thoroughly respect that. Now,
can I just add on to, because I wonder, because you already have kind of 2 extra buttons, right? Or in every stick you have like the one light, medium, heavy, and then the 2 buttons you can do
The
whatever
macros,
you wish with. So I really don't understand what you would need more than the parry and the drive impact macro on these 2 buttons. So people are now doing like other things with extra buttons. I always thought people were just adding, like, changing the position of the button to have it more accessible. I think I'm out of the loop maybe on this.
No, it's a little bit of that for sure. I think it's some people are changing positions. Some people are straight up just adding more things. So for example, when I started Marissa, I was playing Modern. So where to put the assist button was really tough for me to decide, because I always intended to play Modern and Classic long term. So I don't want to cross wires while I'm playing the same character. So having an extra button on my right thumb that typically is doing nothing, it's more beneficial right now. But I mean, it's kind of a new era. I think people are just happy to try and challenge what's been the default for super long. I don't even know if people are really thinking too hard about it. But yeah, having an extra button on your thumb that's typically doing nothing has not really been the case. So when the door opened, everyone just got excited.
Fair. To me, it seems like what's the term? Lead by example. I think if one person does it and it works out, everybody else kind of just follows.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me. I'm still just a regular joystick user. If I can react to a DI with the 2 buttons, I'll do so. If I can parry, I'll laugh at you. For me, that's how it goes. If you've got another button, I'm just thinking, okay, so you clearly can't rely on what you can, or how the game wants you to play. You just want to change the way. That's just not me. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that's just me. Now, I want to ask Danny a question. Now, Danny, I'm going to preface this by saying I've always thought Vega's a nice guy, but he's a little bit crazy.
What?
He plays Zangief. I think Zangief has a little bit of redeeming qualities, but I'm on the receiving end of those redeeming qualities. Is Zangief at the bottom? Is there some untapped potential we're not seeing, or is Zangief just not good enough? Does he not make the cut in Street Fighter 6?
Define good, because I think everyone will see Zangief do some things that are, I guess, quote unquote viable.
That's right.
But if we're talking about playing at the highest level, if you're looking for tit for tat, risk reward, he's on the bottom for sure.
Okay. I do think he has some pretty annoying frame traps in the game that people kind of overlook, especially with Drive Rush Cancel, but that's just me personally. The fact that you can't drive reversal his headbutt, I like that his headbutt special cancel, but the fact that you can't drive reversal it, I think that's a big deal.
Yeah, you can.
Can you? Do you have to do it early, or can you do it late?
No, you can. DoctaAfrikan, you should try it during the set.
Nah, good, man. Thanks.
There you go. Someone's already trying to gaslight me already.
It's true.
Maybe I'm just a bad player.
Let him know. Show him.
Well, the thing is, I do like his corner pressure as well, but that's just me. Has to get you to the corner in the first place. But I just hear too many. I hear only Zangief players really complain, similar to Ken players. I only hear the Zangief players crying.
Wow,
Yeah, that's what I hear. Everyone else is just like, well, Zangief's deadly. But then
I think no one knows how to play against him, honestly, since the general Zangief community, there's like, I think either the Dalsum or the Zangief community has like the largest disparity from a great player, and then there's a massive canyon, and then there's the 1600s that'll just hit you with random stuff. So you never have like a good grip on how you should play the matchup, because it's just the disparity is just too high, right? But I think once you learn all of his stuff, you find that like eventually he just has to burn 3 bars to create a situation every single time. And on average, he probably has to guess, like, I don't know, even with like a pretty good SPD round, he's probably guessing like, I don't know, four guesses per win on average, maybe a little bit more, and that's pretty high given like his reputation, right? I mean, if he was truly fearsome, spending 3 bars to create a situation, he should kill you in like 3 guesses for how much people complain, right? Because any other character is going to kill you in 3 guesses, pretty much.
You talk about him having to spend 3 bars to create a situation. Can Can you not say the same for the vast majority of characters in this game, or is there something that's incredibly more laborious with Zangief as opposed to everybody else?
Spending the 3 bars also requires you to use a light kick, which also scales your damage down quite a bit compared to like a medium or something like that. The corner carry is not as good as well. And once again, like the risk for doing an SPD is just so high, which is his main damage thing, right? And the safer option is like his combo damage, which is pretty freaking low, honestly. So, but obviously you can't have them both be high. But I would like for him to have at least a little higher combo damage or a little better corner carry to create a little more pressure. Because I don't know. Because eventually, he is a objectively weak character comparatively, right? So you got to really look at what makes him weak, and it's just if you really reduce it down, it's like how many guesses do I have to take? How many guesses is it going to take to kill this person, and what is my risk per guess? And if he has to risk an SPD and still guess 4 times on a stat sheet, that's pretty bad.
No, I see what you mean, and in the process, he can burn himself out. He can burn himself out in the process. So I can see that.
Can I add something to that with the
Talk to me. You're a Zangief player, so I'm sure you want to help him.
So the thing is that when other characters burn drive bar to start offense, their combos generally don't require a drive bar to do like 20%. But the thing is, like, if you get a light conversion with GIF, you also have to spend that bar. So it's not only to start offense, it's in every scenario there is bar you have to burn. So you end up just not going for conversions because you kind of don't have, you have to spend bar. Not EX bar, not only the OD bar, you have to spend the 3 bars to get anything going from most of the conversions. So then you also do that to start with a lower range, but with also a light. That's when it becomes like, you feel like you're always running out of drive bar, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the most meter inefficient character, for sure.
Do you know what? If that was the elevated pitch for Zangief in Street Fighter 6, I'll take that. If he's the most meter inefficient, I can see that. Because I have said before, when I watch Zangief play, he does spend an exorbitant amount of meter. And he doesn't get, he gets what he pays for in the wrong sense. Because then you look at the other end of the scale, which is Marisa, and when she pays
he gets
for things,
what he deserves.
Well, listen, when Marisa pays for anything, she definitely gets the higher quality, the more luxurious lifestyle.
Speaking of, I wanted to ask DoctaAfrikan about how you landed on Marisa, because we saw you play a lot of Kimberly at the beginning of the game's life cycle. So how did you kind of find yourself playing Marisa suddenly?
Yeah, there are two things that I typically look for in a character. More than anything, I typically like stability. But I, more than anything, like to gather information about my opponent and then punish them very heavily. And I didn't really look at Marisa at first. She just looked like a meathead character, like just swinging. But I do to some extent. I do to some extent like the ignorance, right? I do like ignorance. I'm a fan. But I didn't really see anything that attracted me until I was watching Big Bird play against Kakeru, that specific match actually, and I just watched JP get dismantled, right? And it was just forcing him to make decisions over and over again. I was like, whoa. So I just made a tweet exactly in that moment. I was like, yep, guys, I believed in Marisa the whole time, I swear. And then I just started playing her. And then then I saw Shuto playing Modern. I was like, well, you know what? I do think that there's something about Modern that stabilizes the game. Because, you know, with all the drive impacts we're all getting hit by in the early stages and all the unstable things that would happen with the jumps. So Modern Marisa was kind of like my default. And then long term, the meta shifted to where everyone's just mashing parry now. So punishing with that command grab, I really need that damage. So I'm still juggling in between the two. I don't know which one I'm gonna decide to play long term as my primary. But Marisa just punishes. She punishes habits, and she forces you to make decisions, and I can gather it and use it against you.
I think that's well articulated. I think she's definitely a character where I think against the vast majority of the community, she's a very good barometer to stopping the chaos that we see. Because oh my god, if I do something, she beats me in 2 touch. I'm like, okay, so stop acting like a maniac. Like she won't.
That's probably the reason why I gravitated towards her as well, because I feel like I'm in control most of the situation. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, DoctaAfrikan, as a follow up to what Ovaha asked you. A few people, I kind of put myself in this bracket. They kind of have an issue where they can't find their style in the game, so they need to find something else that works. And it seems that you had this thing where it's like, okay, I watch someone else play and then I'm inspired because of what it does. And like you said, Maurice is very good at getting information. The information I need out of the opponent. That's not necessarily saying I like Maurice's style. It's like, oh, it can tell me more about you, per se. Do you think a lot of people have this issue with Street Fighter 6 of trying to find a character that works for them? Because the game's trying to try something completely new with the drive system and introducing new characters as well, Marisa being one of them? Or do you think people are just stuck in their ways once they find one character from a previous game, they just want that character to return as much as possible?
I mean, it's a little bit of both, you know. For me, I don't really get attached to a particular character because, for example, I really like Bison at the end of Street Fighter V, but if you bring Bison back, I don't think that would be the Bison that I like. You know, if I go to Street Fighter 4, I don't like that Bison. I definitely don't like that Bison. Yeah. So it's like I don't really care about the character themselves, but some people do get really attached to to pixels on the screen, which I don't know what that's about. And I think outside of that,
cold and calculated.
Sorry, continue, please.
I think outside of that, for me, I do see people who struggle to get out of their old ways just because it is what it is, right? You learn to play a game a certain way, and adapting is part of being a fighting game player. If you're gonna jump from game to game and iteration to iteration, so it's a multi-factor. But I think it can also be a process, and it shouldn't really be rushed. The more you know about yourself, the easier it is for you to find your character.
So, see, when he said, I don't know why people adore the pixels on the screen, that's more of a psychological thing, but we can talk about psychology another time. So let me ask you this then. Why is it then do you think some people play a character because their fan base attaches them to that character? Mm-hmm. Let's say, for example, Takeda's a very good example, right? We've known him for the longest time playing Akuma, and the moment Akuma was not doing it, he swapped to Urien. But people still said, no, you're Akuma. You are not playing anything else but Akuma. But he got results, and he made Urien work. But people never regard him as a Urien player. Do you feel sometimes players are put into that box? Where it's like, right, you are an Akuma player to me, or Mr. Crimson. Mr. Crimson, another good example, right? It's like, no, Mr. Crimson, you cannot play anybody else but Dalsim. If you play anybody else, I'm no longer a fan. So do you think that's unfair on the players?
It depends, especially when you're like a hero of a character or the best with your character. Like what Danny was saying earlier, because there are not that many Geef players that are playing at a high level, how else who am I supposed to attach Zangief to, outside of Snake Eyes? And I think, when I think about Ken, it's just an ocean of players that come to mind. But so you can very easily switch from Ken because there's someone else to take your place. But if you're Tokido and Akuma, I don't see anyone else replacing him. So it's really hard to let that go.
No, that was definitely a deep question, or a deep answer there as well. Yeah. Speaking of ocean of Kens, because I like this. I like asking people this question. We spoke about it before for people who don't know. But let me ask you this. I'll ask this to both of you, and I'll get DoctaAfrikan to answer it first. Do you think with some characters in fighting games, and we'll use Ken as the example, do you think popularity trumps performance? So what I mean by that is, do you think because of how incredibly popular Ken is, we should put him higher up on the tier list? Or do you think we should base it off of performance and the individual strengths of the character?
That's a toughie.
You could be real with me.
I do think the sample size is gigantic, and if you want to look at the percentage of Ken players that are doing well, that'd be the most straightforward way to handle it compared to the percentage of characters that are not doing well. Like other characters, how many characters are doing well? How many players are doing well with Zangief, right? Compared to the sample size. That's the only answer I can give you. I do think that a lot of people touch Ken and they start doing well. And I don't. That's all I can really say on that one.
Midas touch.
Ken's just got that touch, somehow, some way.
Midas touch.
Danny, what about you? Do you think Ken being a good example of a popularity trumping performance, that we should have Ken on the higher end of our tier list for Street Fighter 6?
I think it's a mix of both, but a majority popularity I think matters more. Because I think if you're looking at just results-based sample size, if you're using Capcom Cup entrants, I think there's how many JPs? Less than 4, a lot of other characters. Does that make him not number one? It's just no, he's still probably the best character in the game, at bare minimum top 2, right? So I think when you use results too much, you're also relying on individual human error and who's playing hot that day. But when you're looking at popularity, it's such a more broad sample size to pull from.
And it's kind of more we can speak in generalities in that sense. So it's just easier to understand. It's like, okay, well, if there's 1,000 Ken players, clearly there's something good about the character. No matter how stylistic you make him, there must be something he's doing right. Where everyone picks
I don't
him.
know. I heard he's bad.
I heard as well through the grapevine. I heard there's a certain someone who's been making his waves in certain parts of Asia and, paying people to...
Very
Dude, he is unhinged. Did you see his video with, I think the most recent one? He tried to finesse the 7 slot. He's like, 7, 7, 7.
Listen,
He's
don't
like,
worry.
it's 6, 7.
I promise you, I'll give credit to Phenom because he's learned over the past couple of years how to farm engagement, and he's done incredibly well these past couple of weeks. I will give him that.
Funny.
That's what I'll
He's
give him
entertaining.
Speaking of which,
He's
when we
really
talk
funny.
about top-rated characters, I love asking this because somebody might surprise me, but you might not. DoctaAfrikan, your top 5 characters in Street Fighter 6 at the moment. Talk to me.
It's hard for me because
I don't think it's that hard, but go on.
Well, no. The reason I say so, for me, the top 3, I will always put Ken at number 1 in my opinion. I don't see how he's not. I do think JP is right behind him or on par with him. And then Luke, I would say, is up there. I'm unsure about Chun-Li because that character is still not unlocked, which scares me. I don't know how high she's gonna go, but I do think she's top 5 at the moment.
Okay.
And DJ, I think, is up there. Yeah, but once you name those ones, it gets kind of weird because we're splitting hairs, like Danny said earlier. Like I don't really know if the other ones are top 5. I would say they're top 5 contenders. That's the best way I can label them. But at the moment, those are the ones that I would say are the most clear and obvious.
I'll give you that one. You swerved me with a company answer. Let me ask you this then. Right, why do you think Ken is undisputed number 1? Let me ask you that then.
The only reason that I think I'll put him above the rest is his back throw. I think as long as he has that back throw that where it threatens you from pretty much mid-screen, it puts him a little bit above Luke.
All right, let me argue this then.
Because they're basically the same character otherwise.
No, you're right. And IDOM was onto something in terms of their philosophy as well. You have a couple of characters that double up on the same philosophy. I will say with JP, he's got everything he needs and then some. I don't think he needs his command grab. He's got it. I don't think he needs his air throw. He's got it. You've only mentioned one thing about Ken, which is back throw. I get it. Legacy. I'm just a backup dancer here. Don't shoot the messenger. Everyone just says legacy. That's it. With that air throw JP has, if he does it in the corner when you try to bait amnesia, it sideswipes you. He puts you in the corner now. The command grab, well, we saw what Flux Waves did to Kami over the weekend. It catches everyone and it does a lot of damage, especially on punish counter. And even if you remove those 2 grabs, he's still good. So
I agree. I think they should just take JP's cane away. They just take the cane away. He shouldn't have it.
I was gonna say that I don't think he needs that for walking, actually.
Listen, I'm glad you brought that up because you never see OD swipe either. Never ever see it. He's got moves that he doesn't need or you don't see. So that's why he's my undisputed number 1. That's me personally. Now,
that's fair. Yeah.
Danny, your top 5, and please do not be the top 5 characters that beat Geef.
Oh, that's everybody. So
Everyone made the cut.
Yeah, so the top 3 is ordered. I think it's JP, Luke, and DJ. And then the 4 or 5 slots interchangeable, Ken, Chun. And then the closer you are to the 5th slot, you can probably interchange that too. So if you're the 5th slot, maybe you can throw in a Guile instead of a Chun, a Guile instead of a Ken. But the top 3, in my opinion, is solidified at JP, Luke, and DJ as of now. And I know Chris T gets a lot of crap for the take. He's said maybe saying Ken's 9. I wouldn't say he's 9, but I will say Ken did come from like an undisputed top 2 or so. And I do think like with the discovery of Chun and DJ in Asia and stuff being a little more ignorant of a character and they just bypass so many things, I think they have risen up a little bit. But yeah, I still think Ken's in the top 5 for sure.
I mean, I remember in the beta days, people said Ken's buttons were bad. Then obviously he went from best in the game to number 2 to number 3 to number 4 to number 5 to number 6.
Yeah.
And I said, we've gone from number 1 to number 6 very quickly. I said, I don't know how we managed that, but
Stocks are dropping.
let me ask DoctaAfrikan this before we go to a break real quick. Where do you put Guile? You didn't mention Guile at all.
I think Guile is contender as well. Yeah, like he could be very easily be number 5 or 4. It's hard to say because they're just so strong, you know, and my feelings can change on a rank session. It really just depends.
Wait, so you could lose 9 MR to a Guile. You're like top 5. It's top 5. It's 9 MR. Damn, this is crazy. Sure. I could talk to these guys all day about this stuff. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to cut to a break because I want to get these guys playing so we can actually talk to them after that first attempt. But yes, when we come back, DrDannyPham and DoctaAfrikan will be in the lobby for this first attempt. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks. We'll be back with you momentarily.
Beast mode, baby.
Round 1, fight!
Welcome back to Capcom Fighters. It's once again back with sets. The Monday show, the Tuesday show, it's kind of everyday show sometimes. It kind of depends on the week and such, but outside of that, we have a great match up tonight for you guys. It's gonna be DoctaAfrikan versus DrDannyPham. The doctors are in. It's gonna be a slugfest because it's Marisa versus Geef. I love both these characters.
Yeah, I really like watching this match because it can be very slow, it can be very fast, but I think at this level it will be very slow, and it's gonna be cool, as I spoke about earlier, to see how, from my perspective, to see how DannyPham deals with the various things Marisa does. And
how
I
do
guess
you
for
feel
your
about the matchup personally?
I feel like if you ignore damage and reward, it's a really even matchup. Like if you just go button by button. But since the reward is so much higher on one side, I personally find it to be harder on Geef's end. But you know, you always have bias, so I don't want to say that's the way it is, just the way it feels. But if we just ignore like reward and just think about the buttons game itself, then it feels very even, and it's an incredibly fun matchup to play, regardless of like who comes on top.
Well,
of
who do you think has the better physique?
I don't know. I really like Geef's design in this game. He has like he has a bit more. He looks a bit more like a
Wrestly?
A bit more like a, what's it called?
Strongman?
Strongman. Yeah, I really like that. I really like that upgrade.
But he's straight out of the office hours. He's getting into it right now.
Imagine that if Zangief actually works in an office today. And
dude, he takes so much space in an open office.
Yeah. So what you'll see here is like Geef can sweep with punish a lot of the heavy stuff that Marisa does, and when Marisa realizes that, she can use these tools that are countable to get in. So it will always be a game around that, and because you have to be really on point in spacing to get the whip punishes.
Nice.
That was a great one from Danny. I think the names are on wrong side, so it almost looked like
he tried to whip punish there. As they say that Gladius is plus on whip. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not true.
All right, Veggie, who wins this matchup? Tell me the truth.
I think because of the reward, Marisa wins it, but
in neutral,
it's an even matchup, like button for button, but the reward is higher on one side.
So
that's the
what does Zangief do against Gladius? Does he wait to charge? There you go. Does he wait to charge his own stand fierce, or
no?
Does
because
he do...
you will get hit by the hold, right?
Nice.
What you can do is if you space yourself just out of the release, then you get to sweep. As long as you're in range for the body, you can whip punish the sweep, but it's not something you can do all the time. It's something you have to do sometimes.
Okay.
Right? So,
well, I do think Zangief sweeps one of his best tools, to be honest. But I get it. Like sweeps are pretty powerful in this game anyway, because of what they do. Yeah. But like, it's not a full combo. It's just a hard knockdown for it gets. It's not like a.
It's interesting how
he's walking up with a stand like kick, so it should beat the Gladius on startup, right? So that's a really good tool as well, since the hitbox is so low that it beats it as if it was a low. So it's a really good tool.
Dangerously close to the corner right now.
Oh, guess what game?
He's absolutely taking advantage of the fear of the corner crumple.
I think he thought that's gonna work.
You can see him buffering, you can see him pumping, and that is definitely a dead Marisa. That was a great comeback. I think you could see the fear in DoctaAfrikan when that level 3 was there. He jumped back, and DannyPham actually dashed up. So
yeah, I thought he did. I thought he did a dash forward and then tried to force African to jump so he could catch it with an airborne dynamite. I thought that's what he was going to do, but I don't think so.
Great corner carry from DoctaAfrikan there.
And again, using that standing like kick, spacing it correctly, just to get space, reward, everything.
Yeah, see, I'm watching the accurate spacing outside of the Gladius range there, but again, being ready to catch it. Crouching medium kick looks like it will work, but it's like that's like tickle damage. That's gonna burn him out.
Back to the corner we go.
Yeah, and it's dangerous because if you go for a whip punch against Marisa and she presses like a buffer crouch medium punch or something like that after, you're definitely in the corner and might end up dying. Is he gonna be ready? That was so good.
Yeah,
with the mental stack, is he looking for a drive impact now? Where is the drive impact coming? Let me just go in and command throw, because he's definitely going to be sitting there trying to snuff out that drive impact. That was a great decision.
Here's the thing, right? With these two characters, I can safely say it's like Enfold from Marisa. That's actually nice sweep punish there. Yeah, Enfold from Marisa is probably way more rewarding than the SPDs from Zangief.
Yeah, he's finding the spacing now. You can see when the spacing is there, the reward is so good and it's dangerous.
Oh, we used the wrong word.
Okay. I see what you mean, Veggie. I do think that's a consistent answer, by the way, the sweep.
If you're in range for the body hurt box, because there's no extended hurt box.
Nice whip punish on Doctor, though.
Oh, unfortunate. Fortunate for DrDannyPham there. Gets the position in the corner as well.
Oh, the Hail Mary low.
And the delay heavy kick though, that was really good.
Now it is DoctaAfrikan that's burnt out.
Dangerous whiff.
That could be interesting in the long run. That's no
Nice.
stun though. Whoa, yeah, just about. That's no stun.
Finds the hit now though. Level 2 will build bar for the full.
This
combo.
is a
Yes, will
slugfest.
build bar for the full combo, but doesn't even need it. Can
That
just
was
do
sick.
that heavy kick into the EX.
Would have,
You could
what's it? Siberian Express. Would that not have worked? AX Siberian Express. Would that not have done to close out the round there? I'm glad that he spent all the resources to get the
No,
round. but-
I don't think so. With the Marissa's life and the scaling after the punish counter driving back. Maybe, but
okay.
yeah, I think at least to get the big damage, you could have tried maybe neutral jump heavy punch into level 1, but I think level 2 was the right call.
yeah,
there.
of course.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm just a guy that watches Zangief. I don't.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's all right.
That was a really good. Yeah. Just keeping that drive bar. Trying to build it back. Suddenly,
I like the
slow down.
constant
Yeah.
micro adjustment for both players.
Well, interesting that DoctaAfrikan's actually keeping him on his toes. Nice endfold again. He might do micro walk roundhouse into the Gladius. Let's see, yeah, take a bar away. It's a free like drive stock taken away if the guy's not going to parry it. So I do see him mixing things up with Gladius, Phalanx. Like he actually goes into the stance and goes low. Like he's mixing everything up with the specials because for the most
dangerous
part,
whiff.
yeah, for the most part. Marisa plays neutral with her specials, not her normals. She's actually got some pretty annoying normals, especially the mediums. That's what she's notorious for. But it's the specials that do most of the work and most of the frustrating parts. So
Standing light kick from DrDannyPham once again.
Yeah, it's really working out because kind of instead of always having to walk all that was
that's gonna be the first
that was
FTD.
such a good and that's those light I think still does good damage because of the punish counter. And he's changed up from the Gladius into that low instead. So
well, here's the
it needs
thing.
to be-
I think that low's like -7, -8. I could be wrong, but it is punishable by a.
Yeah, he
it is
also
punishable by
has
an
like
SPD. That's the round.
yeah,
by
and he
the way.
has crazy recovery frames as well.
was so
So
good.
you gotta be kidding.
Sorry, yeah, but to be a Zangief main, I feel like you have to be able to do these delay level 3s after situations, and I think that's such an important tool to have, and DrDannyPham is really good at that.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like, even by the way Danny was answering questions about Zangief, you could tell he was doing a laborious task and not getting paid for the overtime night shift playing this character. But we were having a lovely discussion about Zangief and the relationship Zangief players have to the character. Myself,
Definitely love-hate relationship.
100% is. Nice lariat conversion there. Back throw.
Yeah, that was Minus there, I guess, but finds the lucky back throw afterwards. So stays alive. We saw African answer the walk-up stand like with the EX Gladius, and that seemed to work, so they're all the time just like adapting to each other, trying to find that next answer, and there's
See,
Nice
perfect
whiff
sweep
punish
range,
once
yeah.
again, yeah.
And this is it, right? He gets the knockdown, he gets the extra frame advantage to get the guess, but it's still a guess. Like, African can backdash, he can try and challenge, so on and so forth. Nice, perfect parry.
Nice parry,
SPD
yeah.
again.
You gotta be careful about not
Jumper ship.
kind of flowcharting your way through those blocks.
That's the round. Can the bear grab do it? No. He's gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna go for the same combo he did last time. This should do the trick.
Yeah, making sure. Yeah,
He
this
might have to
definitely-
splurge everything,
This is
though.
enough.
Yes.
Yeah, he does. But
Yeah,
at the
he
same
has
time,
to.
You'll get
Yeah.
back. And he'll build. If you look at the super meter, that is a really good ender because you build like 30% in that combo
Well,
for the kill.
remember-
so it's a really good decision.
Remember that grabs or ending rounds with grabs is actually really good. We see,
Yeah.
I see Itzan do it with Marisa a lot. Like he'll stun the opponent, he'll do EX Phalanx for the wall bounce, then do command grab as it combos and it builds in the bar. Because that's minus the punish counter effect. So
You can see
speaking of,
how
that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, not quite.
you can see how hard it is to actually punish the uncharged Gladius, and that's why people say a lot of times they say that a whiff Gladius is plus on block because it's so hard to whiff punish. Obviously, when you charge it, it becomes
such a
easy.
good answer.
Nah, that whiff punish from Marisa is like one of the best in the game. I think
It's so good because the hurt box isn't really extended there either, so you need to have a normal that reaches your body to whiff punish it or to walk forward to get that whiff punish going right.
Back to the corner,
Big damage
baby.
coming
Oh,
through. He might
what
set
a
up
big
safe.
reward for the big girl.
Ah, that looks like a meaty DI setup. Yeah, that whiff,
That
Demon
was
Canis, that looks like a that looks like a meaty DI.
And he
Interesting.
did something similar into the back heavy punch in the first game, right?
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I still think Marisa might be the best or one of the best at like consuming drive stocks from the opponent. Because she's got forward
Yeah.
heavy kick into Gladius, that takes away a stock. She's got a string with the Magna Bunker, the back fierce, that leads into nearly 2 stocks taken away from you. Right? Punish counter, command grab, 1
Nice,
stock.
nice.
I think she's very good at stealing what's not hers.
Absolutely.
Oh, he
She's
decided
really
to
good
spend
at bringing the ball back into your court.
Yes.
That doesn't really like Zangief feeling. You kind of decide to spend it all because you know you have 3 more guesses: the crouch medium punch, the down forward medium punch, after the standing leg kick, and it worked out. It's time for DrDannyPham. Definitely wanted to end that round.
I stand fierce. He will have to change up his answers to Gladius, but then again, African will have to switch up his. Yeah, he'll have to switch up his
Yeah,
tactic
that
as well.
Gladius just beats it outright.
You can really see that was a great neutral jump shimmy.
Mamma
and
mia.
It hurts in the safe jump. Not even taking the safe jump. Another command throw.
I feel like the
so
mental
good,
stack
you
is
kinda
so
have to-
in Marissa's favor that she can just go to those command grabs more freely compared to Zangief in this
Oh,
matchup.
listen, I've always said this. Cammy's the best grappler in the game, and closely followed is Marisa. Nowhere in that sentence did I say Zangief.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice
He's
job,
not
Ron.
wrestling.
Yeah,
He's not wrestling as much as the others.
He's had those happen quite a few times. Burned out again though, but has level 3, so it's not
level
too
Oh, he got him. Yeah, he got
That's
him.
gonna hit. Oh, what?
I thought I was pretty certain that was gonna hit, but it didn't. And it's gonna be big
Same.
damage. That's gonna be level 3, and this is going to add salt to
Dude.
injury. Oh, he's done, mate. Spoiler alert! I didn't want to tell you the next
He's gonna get
episode,
crumpled in the
but he's
corner.
dead.
There's a
Nah,
guaranteed
he's done.
setup for
He's
this.
finished.
Let's see.
There
No, he's
you
done.
go,
He's finished.
baby. Lights out.
Oh man. Look, I'm just gonna tell you
From right
every
to left,
time.
by the way.
Every time we're on commentary, I'm just gonna tell you. Spoiler alert: he's done.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you.
I don't think I've ever seen Backdash beat level 3. I'm gonna be
Depends on when
honest.
you do it. If you do the backdash too early, then the range is very long. It's like light SPD. So if you do
Right.
the backdash too early, and since it's a slow startup, 7 frames
Well-
compared to only 1+0, it's 7+0.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why you catch the backdash. But he was
Yeah.
he was
But hold
in
on,
the backdash.
hang on.
Yeah.
To counter that argument, aren't you throw invincible for a very long time in backdashes in this game? I'm pretty sure the backdashes are throw invincible.
Yes.
I'm pretty.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
they are.
only thing they have.
So and that's a grab. So that might have been the
That is
answer.
true, but it's the fact that level 3 hits
he got
so
him.
fast. Oh, straight out of the air.
No,
I love it.
I know Daniel wanted the clip. He said, "If I'm going to lose, give me a clip. Give me a clip."
Yeah, he was like, I'm leaving with something.
Somebody
I don't
needs to
think he
clip
can
that.
bring it
Please
back,
clip that.
Ooh, nice grab to interrupt the Gladius.
Nah, that was cold. I'm still thinking about that.
love it, 'cause
Mesmerized.
when he's
That's
in the
what
range,
Geef does,
he's
though.
so-
He makes
he's so
everyone
consistent.
mesmerized.
Bang. Safe jump. No safe jump needed. It's going to get the meaty with the stand medium kick in the back away. Another drive rush cancel into the lariat. Oh, he's still backing up here.
Back
I
and
see
forth,
what
back
you
and
mean
forth.
though,
Very
Veggie.
point,
When Zangief makes a mistake, what Marisa can do, basically all the time, she can charge up the stand hard punch.
Yeah. Nice block. Needs to act on it.
Doesn't
Actually
cancel into
stole a
anything. That was
punish away
smart.
there. Yeah.
He was baiting the parry.
Exactly. Nice. It's dead.
No.
it's
Ooh,
not.
not
because
quite.
This is Marisa, and you don't know. Oh, tries to.
She's
get
a
punish.
big girl.
That was
Oh,
a good jump in, because that would beat the armor as well, because it would die, right? So he had to go for the crouching heavy punch, which could trade as well. So that was a really good force ending to the round.
I do kind of see, the more I watch Danny play, because again, I used to watch his Zangief a lot in Street Fighter 5. I still need to watch more Zangief streams in general when it comes to Street Fighter 6. But I do understand when he said a lot of people probably don't know how to fight this character. You could use the same argument against Guile, to be honest. There are some characters in this game where they just generally do not know how to fight them. But there's a natural fear with Zangief, and there always will be. I don't care. As long as you have SPD, there always will be that natural fear.
yeah. As
Speaking
long
of
as
the
he's
devil.
always going to be kind of filling the same archetype, he's always going to have that effect.
And I'm not saying that DoctaAfrikan doesn't know how to fight Zangief. I'm watching him play, and I can see why people would get scared.
How dare you say that?
I know, right? Crazy. Cancel.
Nice. And he did the driver's walk back crouch medium kick, just got out of the range with stand medium punch. Really kind of reaped the reward for not command throwing a lot for many games in that round. So that was great conditioning.
The headbutt,
And
nice
then
parry though.
immediately answer with, "You're done with the command throws now. Let me have some armor."
Still
Yeah,
burning
yeah, it's
himself
my
out.
turn. Psych.
Still burning himself out here. Like I said, both of these lovely whip punish. He's got to go for the safe
Gladius
jump.
with
He's got to go for the safe
dude.
jump. Oh, nice
the
meet you.
uncharged Gladius
That was so
with
good.
nice setup.
And holds it all the way. So we have level 3 versus almost level 3, but DrDannyPham will soon be out of
Yeah, but like
burnout.
DoctaAfrikan needs one hit. Danny needs a gimmick. I hate to say it, but Danny needs a gimmick.
Oh, he tried it.
He needs a miracle.
And the surprise driver is
Level 2.
DoctaAfrikan. That
Level
was a
2.
good decision.
He's gonna go for it. Bank it.
Zangief, you gotta make sure. 1100
Yeah,
health.
yeah, yeah,
Or 11,000 health, I should say.
Well, to
Straight
be
to the
fair,
bank with this.
In that scenario, if when he done the charge back fierce, cancelled into another one. If he just cancelled into the meteorite level 2, I think he would have done it.
Yeah,
But
maybe,
again, like you
maybe
said, better safe than sorry. Do the step
Yeah,
kick.
Absolutely.
Went to level 3.
That hold is really good. As you've
Don't
seen,
give the
DrDannyPham
Zangief players hope of a
outspaced
comeback.
yeah, he's outspaced the light Gladius a lot, so now he's just holding it, and then he has to take Gladius on block.
Nice standing light kick
He's
once
gonna try
again.
level 3 again.
Establishing.
It almost looked like it was.
Bang.
Establishing
That was
the
the light
corner
speed.
control right now.
It was, and it's so close. Anything will take it. Gets the hit though. That could have traded. Oh my days. Is it gonna be ready?
Do you know what? No, I respect it. I respect it. He doesn't have any drive
Hold up.
gauge.
Hold up. Let him cook. Oh, that was a setup.
No, it was just out.
yeah.
Because you know what? He thought he might have time, probably.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then he didn't, so he wasn't ready for the air juggle.
that was
instead.
unfortunate. He was gonna cook.
I gotta tell you, Street Fighter 6 makes you do amazing things on defense. You never thought you'd do them before. You never in your career playing fight games, you think you do dash up SPD and think you'd be okay with it.
Absolutely.
Alright, drive rush.
This game makes us do a lot of things.
He didn't
that
want
was
that.
Forward heavy punch. Yeah, that was a forward heavy punch, guaranteed.
Yeah.
And gets just get the extra damage there. Try to jump out.
The anti-air Gladius.
And now the drive impact combo will kill.
Just as planned.
Oh, he's got to do the whole thing though. Yeah, he's got to spend all his drive gauge to get this right, DoctaAfrikan. Yeah, he's got to do everything.
Okay.
He needs a level
Gonna
2.
go for
He
another
needs a level
charge.
2.
Crouch Fears. There you
There
go.
it is, yeah.
Ooh,
There you go.
beautiful.
Meteorite, closed
He's
it
so
out.
cool.
And this is the thing, right?
She's so cool.
I have said this about Marisa's my number one example. Marisa's my number one example for a lot of things in this game. Kimberly has it as well. I can't remember. Guile has it too. But it's like she doesn't have to only use the DI to get the wall splat. She's got other means of getting the wall splat, which gives her more damage potential. So
Yeah. You know what? You say that she's your number one example, but for me, she's my number one.
haha.
That was big.
I will give you that.
That was a great wake up.
Keeping it close. And sometimes you got to do that. I hate it when Veggie does it to me, but sometimes you got to do that as a good player. I hate when he does it to me. It's like, okay,
No
let's
whiff
give you a
punish there on the charged Gladius.
jump again.
It's kind of dangerous though to pressure. This is where Geef is the strongest with the level 3. Yeah, you get to back off for free.
Yeah,
a
you
little
need to
bit 'cause
respect
you
that.
don't want
Absolutely.
to.
Yeah, but I think with this game, I think it's unfortunate for some characters that that's where they become threatening. They're level 3 on defense, not when they've set up the situation. It's when they're put in a precarious situation that now you have to respect. It's crazy to me. But
Well, then if I'm looking to walk up with that Stein like kick again now that it will beat the regular Gladius. Nice.
And Fears.
Over drive goes away and Dr. Spent
he's gonna get burned out here.
Close to burnout.
Yeah.
We're gonna see some great moment.
They're both burned out.
Like we have the level 3 on
That
one
was
side.
sick.
Does
Do you
not
know-
want to just go in.
this is where Street Fighter 6 becomes its most funniest, when both players are in burnout.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I'm having fun for sure.
Is he gonna be ready?
He's gonna do level
He's
3.
definitely gonna be ready.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's the step kick. Oh no!
Surprising range there.
That was great range.
Yeah.
Recognition from DoctaAfrikan because that was just not
Do
in
you-
range for the empty jump. That was so good.
Yeah, I was literally about to ask you. I said, do you think if he empty jump, would that made it the crouch fierce whip or?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I thought he did empty jump.
No, I think he pressed the button. Do you not? It's
I
a
think
counter
he
hit,
pressed
isn't
like
countered.
I thought he said counter hit.
Oh, he did, yeah, but then maybe the empty jump would have worked, but
Yeah.
oh, maybe I misunderstood the situation. Either way, it worked out, so
It's all good.
oh, nice whip punish.
Ooh, nice head body. Just SPD, baby.
Yeah, no. Do you know what? It's effective. It's just not enough for me. When he's landing the sweeps, and to be fair, he's had like an 80%, 90%
That's gotta
ratio
be
of
a
those.
punish, baby.
80%, 90% ratio with those whip punish sweeps, but it's just not enough for me. I bet
can't
you
get
any
a
money
minute-
Danny Pham's gonna
yeah.
go, see, Jammers, I told you.
Nice. Gets the whip punish on the full charge as well, which is, if you're out of range, you have more time, but it's kind of hard to realize if you're in that spacing. Nice backdash from DoctaAfrikan.
Nice
Another
whiff punish. Yeah, that roundhouse has some decent recovery there.
Yeah.
Nice work. He gets
Will
the
you do
combo
safe
there.
jump
That's
setup? Crouch jab, stand heavy, crouch like he jump. Oh, he missed something.
Uh-oh, he might have lost.
This might change everything.
No, he's
When he
going
took
for
that extra
early.
hit again, yeah, that's
He
the
went
thing.
for
Yeah,
it
he's banking on it early. Yeah.
Do you,
That's
do you know why
definitely
I
not gonna
don't?
be
Do you know
enough.
why I don't agree with that? It's because Zangief's not a real threat with his supers until level 2. He might have been worried about the stand hard punch armor, maybe.
Ooh, it's the dash up. I love it.
Just needs the one hit. This is gonna be interesting. Actually, I love it when the Marissa's when they can smell blood. You can see the ritual war and the crouch medium kick is so much better. So they start using it. It's really
Definitely
it's a great
smelled the
thing.
blood there.
It's the same with Gift though. When they're close to kill, the risk reward on using those buttons is so much better.
Yeah, crouching medium kick, for example, for him as well.
He's going, yes!
Wow.
Almighty! That was worthy of the
This is dangerous
burnout.
though.
That
And
was
that's
worthy of
safe.
the burnout.
Is it gonna be almighty till the end of the round? Let's find out.
This is gonna be interesting. And he finds.
As I died in your arms
I really
tonight.
like it. Yeah.
Okay. I like that this is being kept
Very back and
relatively
forth.
close.
Dude, this is beautiful. This is
I do
beautiful.
see, again, like, do not, let's, DrDannyPham's probably going to say, don't misunderstand playability with the trials and
This is
tribulations
all because
of
I'm godlike.
Zangief.
But this is all the reward from one whiff punish now on Marissa's, and that was a great whiff punish by the way.
Oh
from
wow, look
DoctaAfrikan.
at this.
And
Yeah,
it's
but
all
Completely different tone this round.
Oh my days! Look, that was so good. That was
when you talk
Steamrolled.
when you talk about the whiff punishing, that's one aspect of a match. I understand that could be a big aspect depending on who you're fighting or what characters are on the screen, but it's still only one aspect. And it's actually not the defining aspect in Street Fighter anymore, unfortunately. So, alright.
That was a
Nice
great
combo
conversion.
here. Ooh, straight
that
into
was
the whip.
intentional.
There you go. The
That was
setup once
intentional.
again.
Is that
That
double?
is dirty. That's so dirty.
That's done.
I'm gonna copy that. Thank you.
That's so done. Yeah, I think that did he invent that himself? I haven't seen that others do. I haven't seen.
I
Marisha
haven't
do
seen
it.
that either. That's the first for me.
That was very, yeah. But it's to be expected. Someone like
Yeah,
DoctaAfrikan to
someone
make his
cooked
own
here.
setups and his own stuff. So. Oh, that
that's
was
gonna
great
hurt.
though. Yeah,
So,
that's
do
good.
you know when she charges that hard punch, it actually takes off just over a bar of drive stop, when most heavies
Oh,
only
that
take
I
away
know.
one. Watch it. Go when you're on the game next. Do a punish kind of fully charged hard punch. Watch how much drive gauge it takes. It takes more than one bar.
Oh,
Wow, that
again,
backdash
maybe too
was
greedy
OD.
with the heavy. Oh, nice. Gets the anti-air. What's it gonna be? Finds the low.
Nice.
It was really fast.
Yes, it was really fast. He's turning off the
I just heard from the production team they might change the standard to first to 3 instead of first to 2. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know, talking about changing a standard in tournament play or something like that. I don't know. Anyway,
But is it only when Marissa is on screen,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
is it like universally? Is it just an exception for her?
nice sweep.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because you have to do that sometimes as well. Nice with the double
No,
forehand
but
punch.
I've seen a lot of high level geeks, including yourself, Eggy, do this. It sweeps just
Random
it's
sweeps,
just
yeah,
a
yeah.
part
You have
of
to
the
do it,
tools that
yeah.
you have for you.
Yeah.
Because if
It's
you make
really-
them crouch block, it's easier to space everything else. So it's a win in itself if they start crouch blocking.
I think it's really interesting that they made Geef like this in this game, because his sweeps haven't been the best in any game. But in this game, it's like an integral part of his toolset.
I'd have to check if they've made it faster than an SF4 and 5. Gonna get the conversion.
I think it's just a better range to reward.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go! Nah! Is that how you're moving? What?
Yeah, that
Last ride of the night.
nice.
Do you
It's
know
to be
what? It
expected from
sucks
someone
that
as good as DrDannyPham. That
only
was
in
so
this
good.
regard, it sucks that you don't get additional damage when you get a punish kind of super. It sucks, but you might have lost the game.
Yeah, that would have been too much.
If he does raw DI or the command grab, you've lost the game.
Let's see what happens.
There's one
Can he
grab.
defend?
Okay, grab.
Yeah, this is dangerous. There's no super meter.
Look at the driver's
He's
pressure
alive.
right
Still
now.
alive though, still alive.
So much pressure right now.
Trying to burn him out.
And do you know,
Once again, the crouching medium kick.
Yeah, with the risk reward just changes. You see a lot more crouching medium kicks from non-cancelable crouching medium kicks that aren't that good from characters like Marissa and Zangief when they get close to killing, because suddenly there is a huge reward. End of the round, right?
well, here's the thing,
Same with
right?
you.
Look what DoctaAfrikan was willing to do and willing to give up just to put DrDannyPham in that situation, right? He done the
That was
roundhouse,
such a
cancelled
meaty
it,
headbutt.
charge back fist, cancelled it. Like, he put him in a really tight lock screen.
look at this round right now. Textbook give pressure right now in the corner. And he was also very deliberate with the crouching medium kick.
They kind of turn up speed at they change turning up the speed.
Yeah, they change the tempo.
Yeah. He's not getting those drive reversals. It's happened quite a few times now.
I mean, I did. Well, I said you can't drive reversal forward.
No, I mean the stand like no, you can't. You're right. This is not. No, this is not it.
Yeah, not it because you don't have.
Never mind.
Veggie! I thought you played this character.
Yeah, I don't know. Veggie's on 2 occasions. Veggie said, "No, this is not gonna." Oh,
is this some kind of a new year, new me kind of resolution?
I'm gonna be wrong about my character in the new year. Crazy. Don't worry, it's fine. I make a lot of mistakes. Trust me, I make a lot of mistakes.
Absolutely.
Veggie's gonna go away. He's gonna double check Zengi.
I heard the sigh. I heard the sigh.
He said, "Do I actually play this character?"
Oh, too good.
Existential crisis.
That's too good.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah. See, do you know what? I don't know what they're gonna do in the new version of the game. What they're gonna do with characters where their level 1s are just not good on defense. Dalsum, DJ, and Zangief mainly.
Yeah.
Where they just kind of just got to firm something or a lot of things. It's that round anyway. All right.
They're always like it's a very close set. Really good, great to see how they're constantly evolving their decisions, going back and forth on what they're doing, and then just answering back and forth.
DrDannyPham has been so good at confirming that juggle midair. I don't think that's easy at all.
Oh, this is good. I know he's burnt out again, but this is good.
Boom.
I don't think DoctaAfrikan's going to backdash either. Yeah, he's going to hold it for now. No, I think that was the light versus the SVD. I think that was the light version.
Yeah, we're going to the corner with this one. No, never mind.
Damn, he's got firmness again.
Oh, gets the sweep.
Nope.
Kind of dangerous, but I understand it.
No context sweep. Oh, this is huge.
Game recognized game.
Oh,
my.
I think he's...
No!
He could have died.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe,
No? Oh,
just
yeah.
making sure that you don't spend the extra drive gauge.
Oh, my goodness.
I respect.
level
I think he was
decision.
his meter assessment or his meter awareness in that scenario is pretty good because I thought he was going to combo into level 3 to get the round. Lovely with punish.
Yeah.
From that crouch medium punch. Is he going to spend it now? No.
No.
Oh, now he's going to do it now.
This time, surely. No. This time, surely.
This time, though. Okay,
There you go.
Yeah. Third time's the charm.
I know.
Yeah.
Right? Crazy.
That's really cool.
Give that fist a smooch.
This character just flings out buttons of malicious intent, and they all just work. Sometimes.
I love it. That's why I play her.
Well, no, listen. I think DoctaAfrikan gave us a valuable answer in terms of I think Mariza's good in terms of what the opponent will do because they don't like big burly characters like Big Shelly over here.
Yeah, once again with Gladius plus on block.
Yeah, because it's all about that spacing, right? The sweep needs to be in range of the body hurtbox or the auto with
Yeah,
punish
it's so
will
dirty.
work out.
It's so dirty. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. Like it's just a display. This matchup is really footsie heavy. It's like a neutral matchup, and they're both displaying great
Did you
awareness
just
of
tell me
neutral
this
game.
matchup is footsie heavy?
I think so.
It's also damage heavy.
Becky, would you get out of your world for 2 seconds?
What, you don't think so?
This matchup is footsie
Look at the
heavy.
headbutts.
You don't think so?
Not really, no.
Guys, I think he's using his head.
It's just buttons.
I mean, I see.
That is a
Mariza
button,
using.
though, in my opinion.
Well, okay. There's your hot take of the year. I think that's enough.
I mean, it's like a control button, really.
New year, new takes.
I know. Gotta have him. Ooh.
No punish.
Do you know what? I was about to say nice firm defense until the commander was going to come eventually.
I love it.
It almost looked like DrDannyPham confirmed no jump out because the command throw came a bit late.
Jumping in.
Nice defensive decision from DoctaAfrikan and finds the
Just
Shin
outside
too
the
far.
medium punch range. Unfortunate. He's gonna get hugged.
And he's in there.
Once again, give me another hug.
And you know what?
Always
He's done
catching
that
up,
without
catching up.
having to spend his super meter at all.
Yeah.
But again, it's that these characters are good at spending their drive rush on knockdown. Like they always have to do it. Well, not always have to do it, but Mariza
Beautiful
basically
sweep.
feels like she's just doing it each and every time because it just works. Zangief has to threaten you with it. He might not get like true Okia for all the knockdown situations post drive rush or post knockdown into drive rush, but he can always threaten you with something. So
it's real to me.
I see. Oh, yeah, that was also that perfect range where you think you get the whip punish. Beautiful spacing from DoctaAfrikan.
Once again, the empty Gladius.
Yes,
you gotta be so careful about trying to whip punish that.
That was great spacing again. It's slowed down to this neutral heavy matchup. Don't you agree?
It's such neutral.
Nice.
Look at that.
So many plus frames on that.
And she's
sequence alone.
Hey, listen, she's chomping away at your drive gauge, man. There's
Absolutely. That's why I love
it. Punish.
That's blocked. Oh no, you didn't even need to. He's done.
Yeah, I think that was the start.
It's the level 1, so like
looked like a jump or something. Yeah.
Well, throws will beat that anyway, so I'm not sure what he was trying to react to there, but he was going to lose. Zangief's probably the character you don't want to do that against. So.
Yeah, for sure. Nice with punish with leg kick. Not enough damage, says DrDannyPham. Needs to get something else.
Scoots him stance, and then goes to the Gladius, chases him down. I respect him because if he delayed or tried to bait the level 2 and he was in range, that SPD would have connected.
Did he jump?
And that's why he backdashed. That's why he backdashed.
Oh, the meter gun. That was a good backdash. Would have beaten a throw attempt as well. Throw tech attempt.
That is a terrible look on the last round, I have to say.
Yeah, that was unfortunate because the DoctaAfrikan is now 2 hits away with that.
I'm not an expert, but this is terrible.
Oh, just out of range again. It's such a fun little meeting game. Into the corner you go. What's it gonna be? Safe jump into throw.
Poor defense.
Skip the safe throw. Go for the throw.
As she chips away your drive meter. Poor defense. Absolutely. The economy of my drive meter is so low right now.
So good for DrDannyPham. DoctaAfrikan though only needs that 1 hit still. Like anything, even a forward medium punch conversion might kill, I think. Should he get it? Another command throw from Fan. DrDannyPham.
Got him.
The Siberian Express.
First time, and he said it's a good thing to do every now and then.
It's a good day to do Siberian Express.
Well, this is what I like about a lot of players who implement something once. And it's like,
try to do the late cancel there.
You may never see the light kick into Siberian Express again. Maybe he might try to close up the set if he's in winning position to do that again, but you might never see that tactic again, by the way.
Exactly. That might be the one for today.
Nice.
Nice walk out into the sweep.
That's a lot of damage for Gief standards.
And for Gief standard, yeah.
Yeah, but I had to say that because his combo damage isn't high.
Yeah, you're right.
You might think it is, it's not.
Nice. I love these meaty setups. Not ready.
That's it.
That's level 1 full charge.
I love that super. It's so cool. She's so cool.
I like that she can get the wall splat and charge it, and then it allows the charge via the wall splat from the EX Phalanx, so chases him down. I'm still waiting for that jump. I'm not sure where it's coming now. Rush cancel.
Nice punish.
That was a really great punish, actually, because you have to be super aware of that. Super awake. Once again.
Another whip punish. Finds it. Goes for the EX.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Now this, I'm not gonna call the damage. I give up.
It's the start of the year. You can't give up now.
I already gave up. I'm not gonna try. Nah, it's
one thing I gotta say, when you see a good Gief play and they whiff punish consistently with that sweep, it makes them look even more godlike. It's such a satisfying whiff punish. It's such a satisfying
It really
tool.
is. It feels so much better than using the stand like kick for
that, and also like the whole punish counter concept, it has such an amazing impact on hit as well. That has a lot of impact as well.
So close. Almost got to level 3. Just taking the command throw there. It's gonna be driver sweep. Yeah.
That's negative 9, isn't it?
Yeah, but in that range, it's gonna be very hard to punish.
I don't
look at these SPDs coming out to play right now. Oh my god! Somebody stop me! Somebody stop this
lead in this set. I think he's really.
Here's the thing: that SPD was very smart to do because he wasn't gonna win the round unless he went for the reset. And DoctaAfrikan's backdashes against level 3s and certain SPDs have been very good, but again, the resets in this game are actually more successful than most resets I see in video games, or fighting games anyway. So
there was, by the way, the one The
one-trick pony?
The Siberian. Yeah, the
The one-trick Siberian pony?
Oh, burnout, this is huge. Now, Geef does have the stand heavy punch to avoid a lot of the armored things. It's just the Gladius.
Yeah, the Gladius usually beats that, though. When that's gonna absorb the hit, boom!
That's big damage. Close to getting close enough to chip out. Doesn't
Beautiful
need it.
with punish. Never do that.
Yeah, he's been okay. Do you know what? As it gets closer to the end of the set, that sweep with punish is actually going to be more scary to deal with.
You know what? I don't want this to end.
Yeah, same. This is so good. This is so fun to watch.
Well, hey, listen, you guys delivered the big bodies. Got to give it to them. I think he's just about alive. He does the full conversion.
Oh,
yeah,
has to be alive here. Yeah, for sure.
Alive and healthy.
But not alive to survive.
Wow.
Another perfect. DrDannyPham on the board here. Gets the check into the
Stand
lariat
live kick
conversion
once again, yeah. Great check from DrDannyPham.
Yeah. As we get close to the end of the set, Zangief's gonna become a lot more scary.
Yeah.
Here comes the safe jump.
Oh, I like that.
Gets the jump. Gets the conversion.
I have heard it's best to back roll that, so you don't have to deal with the ambiguity. I've heard that when it comes to the jump light and safe jump from
Beautiful walk back from DoctaAfrikan.
Dude, what did... Oh, no.
Did not go for level 3, doesn't need it. Says DoctaAfrikan says I can finish this without the extra 40% damage.
You know what Marisa would be really good at, by the way?
What?
Damage?
If you had to do like a trust fall, I would trust myself 100%.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. You wouldn't trust Zangief with that?
I would, but her win animation, seals the deal.
Fair.
She would catch me.
I'm sure she would. Oh, that's
Again,
not gonna work.
is there something about that drive reversal? Because that's not been working out a lot.
Do you think he's doing it like a frame or two too late?
Yeah, maybe trying to react to it. I'm not sure.
The sweet spot.
The sweet spot indeed. Oh, this is gonna be hard.
He stopped backdashing. Yeah, he stopped backdashing these SPD attempts.
Sometimes you just, you can't run away from your problems. You gotta face them head on.
Yes, thank you.
In
Burnout,
though, that sweep becomes so good. Because it's so hard to punish when it's spaced a little bit.
That was your daily motivational.
To be fair, I can avoid fighting Zangief. I really can.
What he would punish.
Right, chasing down. Empty jump there, too far for a throw though.
Guess the whiff punish, no conversion.
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
That was a terrible cancel.
Oh, that's unfortunate though. He's too far to get the
that
full.
was unfortunate. That was unfortunate indeed.
Oh my goodness, Gladius eating it all up like it's breakfast.
Buffering behind these normals, the level 3.
Yeah, but even then, he might be waiting for a phalanx as well.
Yeah.
This round is all Gladius. Gladius was like, dude, Gladius was like, I'm still hungry. I can eat more.
And that read from DoctaAfrikan was really good because using the EX, thinking that he might be trying to do something like this, will beat the armor and just land him the round right.
True. Can you get him? Yeah,
I like
the corner.
that.
And I think, is he burnt out? I think he's burnt out.
He's very close to it at least.
Smooch. For good luck.
Now you know history.
He's got to wait. He's got to wait.
That's your history lesson for the day.
Try to evade anything with the parry drop there. Oh, Backdash is so afraid of it. Did not get enough.
Hey, that was the perfect jump.
This is so tight. Another jump. Another good jump. Into level 2.
Okay, get ready.
We'll stay on top of him.
Not gonna use that.
Tries to get the dash in after because the conversion would not have killed. And now DoctaAfrikan, the interruption. Oh, this is so close.
Oh my goodness. This is so intense.
What a turnaround here, because again, it was looking kind of bleak, because DoctaAfrikan had like a 2-game buffer at one point. He was looking to get a 3-game buffer, but DrDannyPham has turned this around, and he's kind of not helping his argument with Zangief having a few problems here and there.
I hope everyone in the chat still has their protein shakes ready. This is the most anabolic matchup of the year.
Well, chase him down, gets a back throw.
That was good.
That looked like a lucky back throw as well, actually.
Yeah.
Nice and
with
lucky.
the intentional back throw, you will see the Oki back throw, right? The one, the back.
You know what's better than a nice back throw? Nice and lucky back throw.
Yes.
That's
it. Another one.
DrDannyPham on match point, set point here, ladies and gentlemen. He's making it work. This could be the SPD round. This could be the stand light kick into
Let's
Siberian
see.
Express. It could be
See
anything.
what Marisa has to say about that.
Oh, of course.
Poor defense.
Poor defense.
There you go.
What a jump.
Oh,
was so
this
good.
might be it.
And he waited. He sensed the backdash coming. He's got 1 or 2 more guesses. Let's find out.
I got one more in me.
Oh, level
this
3
is
is coming.
confirmed
Level 3
though.
is coming.
And
It's
that
time to
will
get
be-
serious. It's time to
Dude,
get
the
serious.
fear factor is real right now.
If he
Oh
does the
my
Vengi
goodness.
gimmick, I'm going to be so upset.
Everything is landing right now.
He's done.
Oh,
He's
that's
done.
it.
Yeah. And there you have it.
As I died in your arms tonight.
That's it. Flex those muscles. The shade stays on. It looks like the gym boys prevails. Well, somebody with muscles is going to prevail regardless because these guys
My
are
loyal fans
But yes,
all around the world.
There were muscles everywhere.
ladies and gentlemen, let me see some GGs in the chat. It seems that Zangief has a couple of good tools in his belt. Maybe he's not the bottom of the barrel. Who knows? I enjoy watching him when I'm not on the receiving end. But that was fantastic gameplay from the both of them. And I learned a lot. And obviously we had an inside scoop on what this matchup can be like.
Scoop?
Thank you very
Nice.
much. I wasn't doing the bum anyway. But
You did it,
yes,
bud.
we had an inside view of the matchup there, courtesy of both these guys, actually. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to take that quick break. And when we come back, we're going to ask them more questions about their philosophy, their tactics in the matchup, and some closing SF6 questions. Stick around. We've got plenty more to say. See you in a bit. Anyway. All right, everyone, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Sets featuring DoctaAfrikan and DrDannyPham. If you are just joining us, no more games for tonight. The first to 10 is over. You've got to catch the archives on the YouTube channel, Capcom Fighters, as well as the Twitch archives. Or you can just rewind the stream now and then catch it there. But the scoreline is next to me on this side here. And we've got DrDannyPham winning that there. So let me find out. DrDannyPham, DoctaAfrikan, can you guys hear me loud and clear again?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. All right, so Danny, congratulations on winning that. You've proven to me once again that Zangief has some sort of magic somewhere. It's brilliant.
Oh, man.
I like that. Hey, listen, Snake Eyes didn't do you any favors, by the way. He didn't do any of you guys any favors.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll get onto that very, very soon.
Tone in his voice tells everything.
Veggie, I know you got a question that you want to kick things off. So the floor's yours.
This one is for DoctaAfrikan, because we saw quite a few drive reversals getting blocked after like stand like kick drive rush. I think that was the situation it happened the most. Is that something to do with Marisa or Geef, or was it just off today? Are you reacting to the flash, or are you just reacting to the button?
Yeah, so like I said, Danny and I, we've played a lot, and typically when he does stand like against a drive rush, he's usually swinging like crouch medium punch or forward heavy punch or something like that. So that's usually guaranteed in that situation, but he chose to wait until this first to 10 to start doing crouch light kick.
Hey, listen, save that stuff for nationals, baby.
Save it for the nationals.
Do you not know?
Shout out to Valle. He taught me that.
Do you know the stuff? It's all right.
Dude, beautiful. Save it for the nationals.
Dude, we have played endless sets. He has never done that. I was like, oh, okay, that's new. So he just kept getting. It was just habit at that point,
Do you know?
Yeah,
I've learned over the years, no matter how much you play someone, I know it's weird to think like this, but you always got to assume there's something they're not telling you. And even if it's subtle, and it's like, even if he learned it just last night, even if he just learned it last night.
I did. Really did.
Wait, are you saying you can't drive reversal Geef into crouch like stand like even if you do it without reacting? DrDannyPham, did you check that yesterday? Was that what you said?
Yeah, I was straight up just doing it. It wasn't working.
Well,
really?
I noticed he was doing it, and then I started just doing light kick into nothing sometimes, just to make him test him a bunch. Yeah, and then I started doing light kick, and I was like, oh, he has delayed reaction now. I could just keep doing this.
Oh, no. Okay, fair. Now, let me ask you this question, Danny. Objectively speaking, do you think this drive system works against the grapplers in Street Fighter 6? Because it seems that they seem to be burning themselves out more than most characters, if we're excluding Camry from that equation as well.
Historically, I think it works for the grappler, because getting this easy access of in, even though it's expensive, is a luxury. But just comparatively within Street Fighter 6, like I said before, it's like you're still guessing a little more than you should, in my opinion, as a grappler player. But overall, comparatively to other games, it is so much. I mean, I could, at any given moment, I can just get in. It's going to cost me something, but I don't really freaking care.
Just the fact that you've got the ability to close the gap, even if it's not successful, the fact that you've got it as an option is better than what we've ever had in the past. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and I don't mind fighting in burnout either. I mean, it's definitely like a risky strategy, but my mentality through it is I'll burn myself out because I truly believe in my heart I can kill you in one sequence, and if I don't kill you in one sequence, I have you in the corner, and when I have you in the corner and I'm burned out, I'll just get it back again, and you won't survive the second wave. And I have that many coin flips, and I'm willing to bet those coin flips.
Interesting. So that it's
dangerous.
It's a dangerous lifestyle to live.
It is.
But it almost sounds like it's somewhat close to all or nothing. But if you're talking about, I'll just replenish the drive gauge and get it back sooner or later, maybe Marisa's not the character to try that against. But I can see that working against a lot of other people. But no, I can understand that, because Geef is probably, at least most of the replays I watch outside of Cammy, he's probably the next character I see burn out the most. But he's burning himself out just for a guess, not a guaranteed outcome. If that makes sense.
Well, you know what though? Actually, being in Burnout versus Marisa, at least Geef is not that bad, because his Stand Fierce has armor on mid, and most of Marisa's strong tools are mids.
Okay.
So so we've played enough for me to know I can't really overextend, because if I do anything, he will smoke me.
Okay, no, fair. That's actually good. I need to definitely note that one down. But then, why were you in Burnout so often, DoctaAfrikan? Is there something I'm missing in this matchup?
Yeah, has been a bad influence on me. I told him that last night actually, because I've started to just do what he does. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna burn myself out and go for the grab. Like, why did I do that? I don't really have a good answer for you. I think a lot of it is just there's some situations where I think I have to force him to guess before he starts making me guess, because it's like, the casino's coming at me whether I want it or not. So sometimes I'll try to take a big gamble if I think that things might go bad in the round.
Well, I mean, you know what they say, the house always wins, and it looks like Zangief's dressed appropriately for that saying. So it could work out. So then, let me ask you this, because you mentioned something very interesting in your answer a few seconds ago. It feels like I have to get him to guess before he does it to me. Do you think that's Street Fighter 6 in a nutshell, or is that a case-by-case basis, depending on the character?
I think the game design does force you to act. It's kind of like either you do it or you get it done to you, right? So it's you try to control as much as you can, which is why I like modern is, I can kind of slow the game down. But if you're not able to completely shut down one or two primary tools, I mean, usually a good offense is a better defense. I think.
Okay, so then let me ask you both this question. DoctaAfrikan, I'll get your answer on this first. Do you prefer active defense or passive defense? Just in general, not Street Fighter 6, just in general.
Yeah, my preference is to do very little as possible, and I do like active defense for more escape options than for retaliation options. So I don't like pressing jabs and things like that. But if I can get out of a situation and reset it without risking my life, I usually prefer that.
Okay, interesting. Danny, what about you? Active defense or passive defense, or do you just want an SPD on your wake up?
Active all the time. I want everything to be a guess, honestly. I'm not trying to meme. I think I like it when people are forced to do hard reads, because I feel like a lot of people like to play the super stable style, which is the most consistent. So as soon as you start getting them to play a certain case, because like risk reward is only relevant as long as both players have like play by the rules, right? But as soon as you are committing to some like 15% option, eventually they have to play like that too, and that's just where I like to play.
Okay. Now, do you know what? I respect that. Now, one thing I said to Veggie when we were watching you play is one thing. This is where I'll side with Zangief. One thing I don't like that Zangief kind of falls victim to is people will respect him when he has his level 3. That's when they really respect him. Level 2 is kind of whatever. If you're in the corner, then you don't want to get jackhammered and side swap. But I feel people really start to respect him when he only has level 3. Do you think Zangief needs a little bit more to work with on defense, or do you think I've got enough options to work with there, and like, again, my guess is your guess sort of thing?
I personally thought the level 2 bug was pretty good, honestly.
I wonder why.
I personally thought it was good because like every other character has a level 1 invincible reversal, right? And kind of Zangief's crap in the water until he gets level 3. But when he does get level 3, definitely the entire meta and the boss fight changes drastically, right? That's why I was like doing a bunch of dash up, SPD, doing some wild stuff. Yeah. So yeah, but I do think since level 2 is so slow, it's an 18 frame start. You could meet it with mediums and still block it. I think he shouldn't be punished as hard. I'm just saying. -8 was good. Bring it back, Capcom.
Actually, speaking about that, I would like to ask you, DrDannyPham, there's been a lot of talk about adjusting certain characters in this game, and I'd like to ask you, what would you do to Geef? How would you adjust him for the next match?
He'd probably make SPD a one-touch kill.
I want to hear it from him.
I'm definitely like, obviously not like a developer or anything, but there's definitely some tools that could use tuning, because I don't think Zangief needs much just because of his access to drive rush. I would like regular lariat to be a little bit faster. At the moment, it's 15 frames. It's super slow for an anti-air. It's, I think, projectile invulnerability on frame 7. So you can't even really use it as a anti-fireball anymore. You can't use it really as a anti-air reliably. So I think regular lariat needs a change. I think a good change, if people want to complain about the cross-up on lariat, they don't want Zangief to have that. I think a good compromise would be to have EX lariat only have the back hitbox. That way you're choosing to burn meter to punish someone for jumping out. And regular lariat can still function as a front anti-air, but you have to be a little bit faster, right? So there's a differential on spending your meter. You're getting a little more reward. But at the moment, like EX Lariat, it's faster, it's just better. So it's really hard to adjust your muscle memory to do regular Lariat versus EX Lariat just so it could work.
That's a very nuanced change, but I can understand that because then I'll be able to tell who's a Zangief fanboy who actually is a Zangief specialist with that kind of change. You mentioned compromise before. I'll give you a compromise. How about this for an idea? You mentioned your combo damage is a bit weak. Would you tone down each version of SPD's damage output for a better combo damage? Would you do that, Danny?
No, but I would take more combo damage for the same SPD damage.
Wow.
No compromise.
Wow.
Because at the moment, he's low tier. Why would I need a compromise?
I can tell.
I just need a mid.
I can tell negotiating with you at the dinner table is going to be a bit of work, so I'm going to have to work on that.
Absolutely not.
I mean, I understand that, but remember, you played Zangief for 7 years, well, probably longer than that, but in SF5, you've seen the changes where he went from good to bad to whatever the last version of him was. They just took stuff away. But I'm saying if they maybe slightly toned it down and said, all right, well, you know what, we'll reduce the scaling on lights into Drive Rush. Maybe that might be a universal change. I hope it isn't, because that might be a bit crazy on other characters. But I don't know. Some characters, not that they thrive off combos. It's that their combos start with mediums. They get huge rewards. You've got Luke doing Drive Rush back roundhouse into Drive Rush back roundhouse. Then the combo just ends in heavies. You know, you've got Marisa doing work. You've got Ken doing his magic, whatever you want to call it. And then the Zangief just tap, tap, Drive Rush. Well, let's hope they don't know I'm going to reset them at this point. So, do you think they should maybe adjust how he starts his limited combos? Maybe that might be a better idea, because, again, Veggie, what's the target combo? The 3 chops? Is that medium punch?
Yeah, it's that medium punch.
Like, his combos are limited because he has an SPD, but if maybe they change some of the combo routing, like maybe crouching medium punch might be the go-to starter. Would that suffice?
I think honestly, if you made the target combo that Veggie was talking about, like the triple chop, if you made that reliable and neutral, I think that and like making level 1 usable is pretty much all I would need as a Zangief player. Because at the moment, if you want to get a whiff punish at certain buttons, like unless you're super on point, you can't sweep it. Like you have to be like cracked out, only looking for that. So most of the time, if you want to be safe, you're relying on your light kick. So if I could whip punish with just stand medium punch and get my my 2000 damage no meter, that'd be huge. And then the times that he does use his 3 meters to get in, that's for the guess, right? You shouldn't have to use it for like a bread and butter.
Okay, no, that makes a lot of sense.
I think if the stand medium punch target combo would always work on counter and punish counter, within reason, of course, I think that would be a huge game changer as well. I think that would be really big.
I mean, only time will tell. Let's shift back to DoctaAfrikan. I've got to ask him this because I watch a lot of Marisa just to laugh at people, and I noticed that this character is a very good example for being heavily rewarded for using your heavies, because I just call her a heavy hitter for the correct reasons. Do you think Marisa takes away too much drive gauge on block? That might be a weird question to ask, but there are a couple of strings you've done, and I've seen other Marisa players do. The forward heavy kick into Gladius takes away 1 stock. The charge back fierce into the second back fierce into the Gladius, that takes away nearly 2 stocks. Do you think she consumes too much drive gauge for making people panic so often? Or do you think it's reasonable?
I think it's reasonable for what she does, but I can see why they would tone it down. Because there are some situations where it's kind of like she forces you to hold parry, and that's when her command grab actually becomes good, is whenever you start holding parry. So, I can definitely see it, but I think that's the purpose, is to kind of force people to make a decision whether you want to parry or whether you want to try and escape.
Okay, so then let me ask you this then, because it looks like with a few of these characters, maybe more than what I'm looking at, it looks like their win condition, or at least when they force the opponent to make the decision, it's like the philosophy and the outcome's there, but maybe the reward's too good. Do you think they need to tone down the reward across the board for everyone? Like in terms of damage output on health, drive gauge consumption, and maybe super meter builds? Or do you think it's very finicky to decide? Because I see this game as a Jenga piece. So if they get this wrong in one area... Now, look, I see it as a game of Jenga. If they get this wrong, Like you've crashed the whole game. So do you think they need to fix all areas of damage output, drive gauge output, and super meter, or do they just need to focus on one area or two?
I think damage output can definitely go down like just across the board. I definitely, I remember playing DJ for a little bit. I played him for about a few days, and I did a combo. I was like, yo, that was Marissa damage. I thought only I could do that. And like that says something. Marissa's not the only one walking around dishing out 7K on a straight hit. So I think overall it would stabilize the game a lot more if you can at least make some decisions without, like you said, one decision can ruin the whole game, and that's not how you want to play the game. But at the moment, that's what the game is. I'm not going to complain, but I definitely do think if they reduce the damage and everything else is pretty much fine overall, outside of perfect parry and things like that.
I mean, for a first version of the game, like, okay, I understand people have their complaints and whatnot, and everybody has turned into a developer over the past 3 months and said, this is what I changed about the game. I'm like, oh, dude, you can't even land a job. How on earth are you going to change this game? You can't even get a job. Wow. Like, behave yourself. But say what you will, regardless of what DJ does, in comparison to SF4 DJ, this is what you call a real glow up, so it kind of looks entertaining. Say what you want about JP, but JP is one of the coolest looking characters I've ever seen in a Street Fighter game. I know what he does is a bit like unreasonable, but it's still kind of cool as a character. But it's just this thing where some people are still glancing over the fact that for a first version, I think they've done a fairly good job. Would that be safe to say, Danny? Have they done a fairly good job with this first version of Street Fighter 6?
I think this is probably the best released Street Fighter, like in general. I think we have the privilege to complain a lot and just access information. So you're gonna be a little whiner by osmosis, a little nerd boy on Twitter. But I think, objectively speaking, this is more than I could ask for a first year game. I'm really curious on year 2 and 3. Yeah, but I think the same way light kick, you can't buffer drive rush anymore. They should do that with mediums as well.
You are not the first person to say that. Somebody else said that to me the other day. Yeah. Have you got how do I articulate this? Have you got a visualization in your head as to how you would do that? Because remember, it's all is it more based on the recovery or the startup of the move? Because sometimes you throw an answer at the dartboard and it doesn't quite work out how you've articulate it. Would you know how to go about doing that?
What, making drive rush?
If you whiff the medium, the drive rush will come out immediately. Are you saying like, cancel the recovery frames into the drive rush or something else?
I don't think Luke should be able to crouch medium punch and just buffer that.
So that's where we were going with this. Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely where we're going.
Understandable.
I don't like that. I'm over it.
Interesting. You are not the first person to say that. Because, I don't know, like, people buffering to get what they want. I know Luke's the prime example, but people buffering into Drive Rush to get what they want. Maybe that's what they wanted as part of the game, I'm not sure. Like, most characters can do it, not everyone can. It's mainly people doing it with low forward, not necessarily crouching medium punch. But I don't know, because we don't know the direction they want to take the game in, I don't know how they envision neutral in the future. Do they still want raw drive rush to be a thing? Do they want more people buffering mediums? Do they want people flinging out specials? I don't know. So I kind of think we just have to wait in this regard. It's difficult. It's difficult because, like I said, if they adjust something and it doesn't work, they kind of crashed the whole game. I
think maybe the medium punch thing is probably has like a bit to look into, but I think a really simple change would probably be making drive reversal a lot better.
Oh, that would fix half the problems.
Yeah, it would almost fix everything. Then you're playing that 3 meter to 2 meter resource game, right?
Yes.
Which is even more driven around the drive gauge stuff. So I think that'd be a good resource management thing, and it would like encourage you to want them to just medium into whatever.
No, honestly, I'm looking forward to what they do with the game. I mean, if they decide to butcher all the characters or 1 or 2 characters, I'll be very surprised. But I think it starts with the system first before you look at the individuals, because I do think if you look at the characters individually, I think most of them are fairly reasonable. It's just how the system kind of accentuates what they're good at, and probably some characters or they're bad at. So some people need the faster drive rush and some people need a slower one, so on and so forth. But have you guys got anything, Veggie or Vi, have you got any other question you want to ask them? Because I want to ask them some closing SF6 questions.
Yeah. Well, actually,
You
I
can go
have one
first, Silva.
question. Yeah, if I could go first.
Go for
Yes, you can.
Thank you. I wanted to ask DoctaAfrikan about his corner setups with the whiffed specials. Is that something you came up with by yourself, or is that something you kind of copied over from other Marisa players?
Yeah, I found all that like day one. Like that was the first thing I looked for is how can I scumbag people in the corner. So
Wow.
Nice.
That was how considerate of you. You thought about everyone's feelings
I
and they're trapped in the
appreciate
corner. So considerate of you. How did I ruin
Big
everybody
fan.
else's day?
yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like I'm a bit of a trickster, even though it's not something that I focus on, but I do like to confuse people and hit people whenever they're not ready for it. So tricks like that are really useful for me in pools or to close out the match. Like for Marissa, if I get your health in the yellow and I command grab you, assuming you're not geefing Marissa, you're just dead, right? So there's so many situations where I whiff it and someone thinks, oh, he messed up, and they're either gonna wake up and mash or try and back throw me or something like that, and then they see a counter hit and they're like, what was that? And then they're dead. So it's just one of those like cute things that it's very applicable and it's legit. It's not a it's not a gimmick.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this before I hand it over to Veggie for his question. Has it been difficult to study this game in certain areas just because of the kind of leaps it's taken from SF5? There's more to work with. Okay, I find something, but can it be countered by drive impacts? Can it be parried? What's the whole situation here? Because there's more to consider. Has this game been harder to study for you, DoctaAfrikan, or has it been more enjoyable because of more options and more intricate options to look into?
Studying wise, I think it's easier because the training mode's really good. They gave us so much to work with to figure out different situations. So I think that the hard part is stabilizing the game. It's season 1 and it's still like the best version of any season 1 I've ever played. But stabilizing the game is like how do I get that dude to not do the thing that's gonna get me killed?
Okay, no, I get that. Yeah, 100%. Danny, what about you? Has it been easier studying or labbing stuff in Street Fighter 6 as opposed to SF5, or is it just harder?
I think it's definitely like a deeper game. There's like many more facets to it, but that's why I like try to have my game plan super simple. I know it sounds dumb, but like multiple coin flip thing, it's like I just find the setups and I just reduce the game down to that option, and if I commit to my risk reward, you're forced to play it. So
he definitely brings you into his world. I can vouch for that.
I mean, listen, man.
You into
listen,
deep
some
waters.
people, they can only live by their views and their world. So if I got to drag you in mine, so be it.
It's a lifestyle, really.
Thank you for telling me more about you as a person.
Thank you.
Veggie, all yours if you got a question.
Yeah, because we asked about or we talked about character loyalty sort of a little bit earlier that people pick the same character even though they play different.
Zangief players do that. Come on now.
Yeah, but in general, some people do.
Come on now.
Yeah, but so that is the question actually, because DrDannyPham in Street Fighter 5, Zangief was looping okay with the SPDs, and I feel like he played kind of different, and he didn't have that kind of sweep. He had control, but it was in a different way. How was it for you to go from that Zangief to this Zangief? Since, in my opinion, they're quite different. You might have a different opinion on that, and you can just tell me if I'm completely wrong on their likeness or not.
Tell him he's wrong.
All right, let me tell you about my life story, all right?
Yes, let's
so
go ahead.
Let me trauma dump on you guys. So I think Street Fighter 5 Geef worked for me because obviously the coin flip was like super strong, but towards the end, maybe the last 2 or 3 years when I moved to SoCal and I was just losing to Chris T for like months and months, just playing with him nonstop. Then when I finally learned how to play footsies and whiff punish game, like my whiff punishes got super fucking crisp. So I ended up going to Street Fighter 6 and I watched your video on whiff punish sweep and I was like, oh man, that's pretty good. I get a coin flip off whiff punish sweep. Let me get that. And the rest is history. So I guess the short answer to the question is yes, I did adapt to Street Fighter 6 really nicely because I think he's a little more grounded and whiff punishy to create a situation instead of just like a crush counter stand fierce.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. We apologize for that fruity language, by the way. He was so invested in his answer, he forgot where he was.
It's trauma dumped heavy, guys.
Each players are passionate.
They are very passionate indeed.
Because I can see that you have really adapted into this with punish control style. So I was just wondering if it felt different from you to play GIF, and obviously it did, since you did have to do some adaptations for it. So, because personally, I went from Street Fighter 4 GIF and I couldn't play Street Fighter 5 GIF because it was just a totally different game, so I had to play a different character.
Absolutely.
So not all GIF players always play GIF, jammers.
The reward is a coin flip, though, so that is insane incentive to play a whiff punish game.
Yeah.
Veggie,
Coin flip is a reward in
Veggie,
itself.
all I'm going to
Yes.
say to you, Veggie, is the old war saying, same stuff, different day. Same stuff. You're still playing GIF. I don't care what game you put him in, you're still going to play it, right? You played him in SF5. It wasn't your main, still playing him though. Anyway, I want to shift over to one or two more questions before we got to close this out because we are running out of time here. DoctaAfrikan, let me ask you first. Your online experience of Street Fighter 6. Firstly, do you think MR, the master rating system, was a good idea? And then tell me about your online experience overall. Is it good every time you turn it on? Are you frustrated? Talk to me.
Oh, I mean, yeah, the rank experience in this game is so much better. Anyone who knows me knows that I just avoided online completely in Street Fighter 5 to the point where I didn't even enter any of the World Warrior events. At least I don't think I entered any of them. And in this game, it feels like I can actually play the same game online that I'm playing offline, which is insane. Like, online is legit now. As far as the MR system, I think this is definitely the first time we've had something that more accurately reflects skill as opposed to just how much time you've dumped into the game.
Yeah.
And that does, it does kind of help show your work and your effort and everything else. And my only gripe, if I can have one, like Danny said, we get the privilege to complain, is Master is becoming too easy because the inflation is really high. The Diamond 4s, they're naturally going to become Diamond 5s because those Diamond 5s have no one to stop them from getting Master, and then the people are climbing up without actually having to beat the people who are in front of them. So I don't know if that's something that they intended, but it definitely overinflates the master rank and makes it less valuable, I think.
That's interesting. I think your angle is a new angle I've heard. What I usually hear from people I see on social media, Twitch, Twitter, wherever, is the Japanese players have inflated it a fair bit. So in terms of getting to legend status, that's harder to do. I think everywhere under that, I guess the medians, I don't know whether to draw the line. You are right. Getting master rank was pretty easy in this game, but I don't know if that's testament to what we've been used to in the past. Because, again, they reward the underdog a lot of points in general to get to where they need to go. And I kind of see it as, right, let's quickly get you to this rank so you're not like in the old ranks and stuck in the trenches. I don't know if it makes it easier or harder for players that are ranking up or whatnot. Because sometimes it's like, oh, I no longer want to fight Diamond 3 to 5. I want to fight Masters. So it's like, okay, let's put you up against Masters and Diamond 5s only so we can get you out and put you in the Master rank. But then you just fight a different kettle of fish in that situation. And then other people, sometimes they just rather not. I don't know.
There are definitely people, and I'm sorry to say this, but there are definitely people who are getting Master and they're predestined for like 800 MR. There's nothing they can do about it because they're just going to go in and get farmed. And I don't know if that's actually good for their mental health, because I don't know about you, but you lose that kind of MR in a day, like, it sucks.
Okay, do you know what it is for me? Before we go on to Danny's answer, it's for me, right? I remember I was playing one day and I was teetering between, because I think the most MR I've gotten is like 1750, right? I was teetering between 1750 and 1650. Now, when you go up and you're close, you're like, yeah, I'm riding high, I'm doing good. Maybe I could push to 1800, whatever. But then you go back down, but then it doesn't get any lower than 1650 unless you're really, really playing bad. I think the system's actually pretty good. It puts you in this bracket where you should be playing if you turn on the game and you're not really actively putting an effort to get better. It puts you in this kind of like 100 MR differential. If you want to get better, put in more work. If you're going to get worse, well, it's quite simple. Don't play the game or play a bad character. I don't know. But the reason I ask about people's online experience is I find the game fun, but how people treat the MR system and how they avoid fighting or taking on challenges is what's frustrating. Because some people don't want to fight certain players, they don't want to fight certain characters and whatever, so they just they're dampening the experience, which is why I find it interesting, people's different opinions. And a lot of people have very positive things to say about the MR system and just online in general, which is good. It's definitely a step up from SF5. So, yeah. No, that was a very good shot. That was a very sharp angle. I like that.
definitely banning every Blanca. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, no, do you know what? I do sense my personal stream. I'm not gonna like you for it, but at least you were honest with why you avoid. At least you were honest why you avoided me. Like, there's some people who just never tell you.
Understandable.
No, you know what? I'll never forget. One guy said, in SF5, he said, I don't like fighting Fangs, so I blacklisted as many Fangs as possible. And I was like, you know what? He's true to himself. He's not lying to himself.
Respect that.
And he'll hold his chest out high. Like, it's brilliant. But Danny, what about you? Do you think the MR system is good for the game? And what about your online experience with Street Fighter 6 overall?
I think the MR system is really good. I think there's like slight tweaks, like Doc said, about just lower MR players not being D-ranked to Diamond and then they get farmed. But yeah, the MR system's super good. Everyone's immediately sweaty off the rip. I think unless you're a dodger, if you hit Master and you can give me at least 1 point, I'm running it back no matter what. That's part of the game. Like that sense of urgency, like it's so good. I don't know why people don't like it. The netcode's super good. The only thing I will say is that the region lock is pretty whack. I'm kind of in my own island in Seattle with like Chris CCH and stuff. Like sometimes I'll get some SoCal players, but I kind of play the same like 6-7 players every single time. So I'm not sure if the netcode is undeniably good, but is that exaggerated by the fact that Capcom has only allowed us to play against people that are like super close all the time? Or I don't know. I think we should test the boundaries and open it up a little bit.
You're not the first person to say that either. You said, did this come at a price? Was this the trade-off for an amazing netcode? Because I have seen some streams and I've played it, right? And I think I've seen it with Veggie as well. It's like you're streaming for 3-4 hours, or roughly around that time, and you'll fight the same 5-6 people. And what also can dampen someone's experience is if they're all Kens and Lukes. And you sprinkle and you sprinkle a little bit of Dalsim in there. I think that's what, and this goes back to what I was talking about. Does popularity trump performance? It's like, okay, you jump on, right, for example, and imagine, Danny, you jump on online one day, and you just fight the same 5-6 Dalsim players. That's not fun.
That happened like 3 days ago. Like 3 Dalsims off the rip. I'm not even kidding.
It's like
I woke up with JP. I had JP either every other game and sometimes twice in a row for like 4 hours, and I dropped 150 MR.
Bro, same thing happened to me, dude. I had it was 4 JP players, and it was a random 5th one, and I legitimately my points tanked, bro. They were on point for all the amnesias hit those rounds. Not a single one did I guess right. I just got smoked for like 150 points.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's like,
dude, it's time to put the controller down for the game.
But it's hard to do that when you think the next game. It's hard to do that when you think the next game. Surely they won't give me the same guy again. No, do you know what? Like again,
get all the points back.
Well, there's that as well. But no, because it's MR rated, you're more than capable of getting those points back. It's just like, hang on a minute, like what? 5 of the same character on the bounce? What's going on here? But it's like, again, this game has given us a plethora of good and positive things. And again, I'm glad that both of you mentioned it in regards to the matchmaking. Hopefully that gets sorted out the sooner the better, because the netcodes, when you see online tournaments or you do online lobbies with people like further away from your local connection area, it's like, dude, it's more than capable of holding it. So it's like, just expand it a little bit so I don't have to fight the same 4 Ken players and they think that they're good. I said it on camera, I'm so sorry.
I mean, I'd like to play Ken's online. So.
Oh yeah, you bet you would. Oh yeah, you bet you would. You should have beaten Daigo. Yeah. I'm still upset about that. You should have beaten Daigo. You didn't. Anyway, right.
We're ever gonna have to hold that.
Of course, it's on the internet. It's archived. But right, okay.
Feels bad, man.
We've just about run out of time. Again, we could talk to you guys forever regarding this.
Absolutely.
DoctaAfrikan, my last closing question to you is: what are you most looking forward to for Street Fighter 6? Ed, Akuma, the balance patch. Talk to me. What are you most looking forward to? Or even the finals, Capcom Cup.
I'm definitely looking forward to what the game becomes and what the devs will do to kind of move forward, because they really killed it with this game so far. Like, this game is phenomenal. So everything looks intentional. Yeah. Everything looks like, I don't think anything they did was an accident. And if it was, they very swiftly fixed it. So Zangief level 2.
I mean, JP's a very big. JP's a very big accident, but
I think there's no way you release that on accident, man. There is no shot. There's no shot.
Oh man.
So I mean, overall, I mean, I'm just kind of enjoying the experience, which is something I haven't been able to do in a long time. And yeah, everything and anything and everything. I don't really care much for Ed just because of his crimes against humanity in Street Fighter V. But yeah, he can be here too. That's fine. Akuma's probably gonna be really cool though.
I said he doesn't know. Damn. You know what? I just hope, right? Because again, Rashid, he's way more entertaining than his SF5 version. Aki looks stellar. We have seen nothing on Ed yet, and at least at this point, I'm just gonna assume they're just gonna show him at the Cup, like at this point, because we didn't hear anything December. It's been a long time. It just makes the most sense to me that we might hear him at the Cup. I don't know, but I hope you don't eat your words. Where it's just like, yeah, it's gonna.
We're all gonna be Ed names.
Do you know what? I've seen people pick characters I never thought they'd pick. So if I find out that DoctaAfrikan is an Ed main 6 months down the line, then I'm just gonna move back to this interview.
It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible.
Clipped.
We will see. But Danny, what about you? You looking forward to Ed, Akuma, the finals, the new balance patch? Talk to me. What are you looking forward to?
Everything, man. Like Doc said, the first year has been so great. If Street Fighter V can end up being a pretty good game, I think the trajectory of this game is going to be really good. As long as they make, Zangief level 2 negative 8 again, Super 1 usable, chops always work on counter hit, and my Lariat changes, I think the game's going to be in a great place.
Just to preface this, I didn't allow Danny to make his laundry list of changes. I said he could have one.
I'm a trauma dumper.
I said he could have one. He gave me 10. I can't do anything about that. Anyway, no, gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Can we get their socials on the page, please, so people know where to follow them? Yes, their Twitter or their X's, their Twitches. Make sure you follow them. These guys are amazing people. They put out content to make sure you guys stay happy and you improve at fighting games in general. DoctaAfrikan, where can they follow you on social media? Or have you got anyone you want to shout out or thank?
Yeah, my social media is pretty much all the same. At DoctaAfrikan on Twitter is typically where you will find me. Do want to shout out Hitbox. Also want to shout out EX Dojo. We've been doing a Discord where we're all training and getting better and hanging out. So if you guys are interested in that, check it out at EX Dojo on Twitter or just discord.gg/EX Dojo.
Sweet. Danny, I'm going to ask you, but I think you've told me everything, but I'm pretty sure you're going to repeat it again.
On my dump time? All right.
Okay. Danny, the floor is yours. Anyone you like to thank or anyone you want to...
I would like to thank DoctaAfrikan for getting scooped up so many times today. Wow. Nice try, little guy. I would also like to shout out PP Unit, aka Doc's daddy. I won this for you. All thanks to you, man. Shout out to Zangief Nation. I'm staying strong. I'm not a traitor. I didn't switch to Marissa like the commentator in here. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Shout out to Veggie, fellow Geef player. We stick together in this joint.
Damn.
Follow me, DrDannyPham, on my socials, on Twitch. Watch me yell at the ranked animals. I think that's about it.
Oh, one last question. Are you both planning to attend the LCQ? You're going to be watching the Cup from home.
I'll be at the LCQ.
Okay. Danny,
I'm debating it.
You should come. What are you doing?
I need to ruin some dreams and then lose at 5th place.
I mean, I've seen people pay a lot of money to ruin other people's experiences of an event. I think it's a it's
cost
investment.
effective. I live in the West Coast. The cost benefit ratio to ruin someone international, that's insane risk reward. I'll take that.
You're a gambling man and you want everyone to join your world. I think it's quite a fitting event to do so.
I love it.
I don't know. Anyway, gentlemen, when you're ready, you guys can leave the Discord call because we do have a show to close out. But I'll drop you guys a message a little bit later. Thank you guys once again. We can chat to these guys forever, but we got a show to close out. So we'll talk to you guys very soon.
Later.
Thank you so much for coming, guys.
Later.
See you later.
Man, you can talk to those guys all day, every day, and it can
really
be
cool.
Definitely a healthy mixture of let's have a legitimate conversation about the game and the scene, and then throw a little bit of jokes in here and there. Now, great people. Make sure you follow them on their social medias there. But no, both of you two, credit for getting those guys on board. I didn't have any part to play in this one either. I was very busy doing something else. But hey, we always got to bring on a big body matchup because big bodies their matchups are actually some of the funniest. So you kind of got to watch
For sure.
both ends of the spectrum and laugh at them, because this one guy has a lot of damage and the other guy has to deal with the grabs, and no, it's just funny. So that was a really good one. So thank you both
Godzilla versus
for
Kong.
bringing that matchup together. Now, I believe, do we have an avatar battle loaded up or no? Okay.
Oh,
We do have this segment of the show now. I'm starting to learn to integrate this properly, but after our serious set, we start to relax a little bit, unwind, and show you the real chaos, the real madness that happens in the Battle Hub, right? And we like to show these avatar battles, and we like to show you what goes on. Don't forget, there's tons of avatar gear you can pick up as well, so if you want to join in on these, maybe catch your avatar doing some madness on the show, you can do that. But we are getting that loaded as well. But no, it was really good. While we get that loaded, it was really good to hear, and I'm probably going to start asking more people just their online experience in general. I don't know if Capcom have done like this kind of feedback form so people can say what they want to say about the system or whatnot. But I'm starting to hear a trend. Netcode's the best it's ever been. I feel like I can come on and enjoy the experience. They like the MR system. It's just that, okay, tweak the matchmaking criteria or the geographical sense of it. And I think we're good. Because Veggie, you mentioned it, like 4 or 5 JPs. Or,
a few tweaks and it's perfect.
And that's it, right? The fact that we're all kind of saying that, it's like, yo, this is very, very close. Very close. So as a first version, how close they are.
So close to the promised land.
That's it. So, and by saying that, we can only look forward to what's to come. Yeah. The DLC characters have been good thus far. Right, they've made tweaks here and there. I think the immediate changes outside of the Zangief level 2 being -8, I think everything else that's been deemed as a bug, they've got rid of it immediately. The Rashid Yassar glitch, that was hilarious, by the way.
That was so
when you just walk in it and it just stays there the whole time. What was the other one? The JP one, the command grab when it clashes with the projectile and then you get the whole combo.
Oh yeah, like the camera.
Yeah, like thingy. They get these done pretty quickly. So these guys have pretty much been on the ball. I can't imagine how much sleep they're losing trying to be on the ball with this. But no, I think it's very good thus far. So no, looking forward to it. And again, we've only got one more CPT. I think it's one more CPT, and then I think the only thing left after that one CPT is the LCQ.
I think so too.
I think that's right. I need to double check the schedule.
Time has really flown by.
Well, remember, this game came out in June, and people were really anticipating and waiting for it. And then once June 2nd came, every other day became a normal day for you because you got what you've been craving for in your hands now. So now it's just a normal day, and then you can get on with it. So it's like that thing you've been like fiending for ages. Now you got it. It's like, oh, okay. So, oh, wow, 4 hours really went by, didn't it? So, just playing the game, having some fun. But yes, have we got the avatar battle loaded, or should we go and transition over to the other stuff? You've told me it's coming 5 minutes ago. Okay, anyway, right. What we need to do as well is Veggie. So you definitely need to tell me some more specifics about the Zangief and Marisa matchup a little bit later, because I think we may see that matchup in the future a little bit more, depending on what they. I mean, well, we can talk about it afterwards. But what is that?
We're here.
What the hell is that?
We're at the Battle Hub.
These look like some villains that didn't make the cut for Marvel.
The rejects.
These look like some villains that did not make the cut.
Oh, he's using Rashid's moveset. He's definitely a villain.
Well, that guy's got DJ and Cammy. Do you know? No. Do you know the guy on the left looks like? What's that Pokemon? It's like a fire cat. And it beats people up. I can't remember what it's called. It's called Incineroar something.
Incineroar?
I think that's what his name is. I think
Incineroar.
That looks like
Does he have a muzzle on?
That looks like a very cheap version or a cheap knockoff.
Does he have a muzzle on? Can you confirm?
I don't know. I don't know what this is.
He's spitting fire though.
And with the Dhalsim Air Fireball as well. I feel like if you want to be really optimal, that's probably a super good thing to just have on your character.
He has a hook hand.
And he's playing on Modern as well, by the way. So he's put all these tools in, and then he puts them in. Wow! So he drive rushed into a Sonic Boom.
I love this guy.
Do you know? I'd really, really want to ask one of these guys what do they think about when they put.
He has a muzzle on, by the way.
Well, I want to ask these guys what they think about when they put these characters together. Do they know some of these moves are stronger than like what they think? Oh, that was sick. That was actually sick.
I feel like they're just trying to like create the character that they think is cool.
The character of their dreams.
Yeah, but how do you determine? Do you look at all the characters and go, "Oh right, this move looks cool. I'll add this here." Or "Oh,
Nice
I heard this move is good in competitive play. I'll add this here." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe we should have like some
nice combo. Look at the corner carry. This guy
can talk about their decisions on these characters.
He done Rashid's fake jackknife into Rashid's jump hard punch. What a game!
Dude, look at the combos. Juggles for days. This guy is cooking.
What a game! Oh, he did a safe jump. Nah, this guy's a competitive player. How do you know it's a safe jump?
Yeah. Look at this guy. Hold up.
Man said, Naruto, hold my beer. I'll show you how to really do things.
Someone cooked here.
Damn.
An EX boom to seal the deal. Easy clap.
Anymore.
Easy clap.
That don't look fair. That don't look fair. Anyway, that was our Avatar Battle of the Day. Ovaha, what have we got here?
Let's see what we have here. This is called the Capcom Cup Supporter Premium Rewards Program. Obviously, we have another fighting pass, and you can actually see we got a sick headset there. We got some esports merchandise. We got shorts. We got some sneakers. We got a jersey. And we got a... is that a gas mask? I don't know. Is that like an air filter mask? I don't know. But it looks pretty tight. Someone might be cooking. We got some new emotes. I see Blanca's electricity. I see Dalsim's yoga pose there. I think that's Chun-Li's victory animation in the middle there. Where
it could be
like,
Chun-Li, it could be Jury.
Yeah. Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. Also, we got some new titles. They're very colorful. Obviously linked to Capcom Cup because it is a Capcom Cup supporter package here. Yeah, looks pretty good. We also got a classic game, Street Fighter 2. I think everyone started their Street Fighter career with this game. Or almost anyone. Almost everyone.
I mean, I saw the characters back then, didn't know what the hell's going on. I'll be honest with you. I think I see Guile emote as well, actually. That looks like a Guile emote section. Nice stickers, too. I like those. It's pretty cool. All right, so don't forget, that's part of the Capcom Cup supporter premium rewards there. And if you've got the fighting pass, then you'll just get these in your account. So be on the lookout.
Yeah, also just a note, also free rewards are also available in the fighting pass. I don't think they're all featured here, but these are like the premium rewards. But there's also free rewards even if you decide not to get the fighting pass.
Okay,
so
okay.
There's something for everyone.
Sweet. Oh. All right, so apparently this is a comic section in the game. Do you find this in the Battle Hub or somewhere else? It's somewhere. It's in the Buckler's Bootcamp. Okay, so if you have seen the CPT, we have been advertising the Buckler's Bootcamp. If you have gone on and visited the Buckler's Bootcamp page, then you'll find a little comic strip with Cammy and Jury. Now, I think these two characters follow the same philosophy, and Cammy is a better version of Jury, but it looks like Cammy does agree with me in this comic strip, because Jury's getting the work. And she's like, you got this, Jury. I don't know what she's got, but hey, it's looking...
She got arrested.
Anyway, apparently you're even nastier than me, whatever that means. I'm going to say this is PG. I don't know what that means, but this comic strip is in the game.
Stronger character?
Maybe.
Possibly.
I don't know. She's got a better dive kick, I'll tell you that much. She'll probably get better AX moves as well. But no, you can definitely check this out if you checked out the Buckler's Bootcamp website. And then if we transition over, what else have we got here? Don't forget as well, the badges are still available. Obviously, Nagoya Oja and 00 Nation will not be sold, but you can get the rest of the badges here. And I'm pretty sure tons of people got the badges here. Remember, it is limited time only, and they're on sale only in the Battle Hub. Do not forget about that. And the next thing we got to talk about as well. So, SFL US is concluded. If you haven't seen the finals to SFL US, please go on YouTube and go and watch that last episode. Hey, just watch the final match there between Mena RD and Angry Bird. You will not be disappointed in terms of competitive Street Fighter 6 gameplay. But Street Fighter League EU still continues. I think we have about two or three more weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check my notebook. My notebook is actually not on me now, but it's 2 or 3 more weeks. But yes, all 6 teams are in action. The regular season is coming to a close. And this is what the leaderboard is looking like right now. BMS top spot, Mouse second place, 00 Nation third, and BK Rog fourth. Wolves have had momentum. They've been picking up. I wonder if they can overtake 1 or 2 teams. I'm not alluding to anything. but maybe they can. But guilds, mathematically, guild might be out of the equation. But we'll see. Anything can happen. But BMS, they're sitting pretty. If anyone can change around, it's Mouse or 00 Nation. Make sure you check out SFL EU every Friday, 7 p.m. UK time. Check it out. It's week 10. There you go. This is what the fixture's going to be. BK Roll going up against 00 Nation in the run back. And we've got Mouse going up against Guilds. And of course, BMS going up against Wolves. We're there. Friday, 7 p.m. UK time. You don't want to miss it. Don't forget, SFL Japan is concluded as well, actually, I believe. They're not going to upload that until some point this week, next week? I don't know. Because it was a pay-per-view event, and they'll upload the archives later down the line. So make sure you check that out. SFL's been fun. Now, of course, we got to congratulate. Do we have it? Yes, we got to congratulate our winner over the weekend. If you didn't watch US East, it was actually pretty damn good. The amount of players that were streaming their runs in this event was brilliant. But NuckleDude comes out on top. Got sent to losers by Banana Ken's JP using the Guile. Maybe JP does beat Guile. Who knows? And then he went back, and he ran it back with Cammy. He almost lost, by the way. Banana Ken could have taken that 3-2, but NuckleDude reset the bracket, and then he won 3-0. And you know what? He had a real interview with Ultra David and Vicious. And Vicious asked him a very serious question, and he opened up, and he actually said something in full detail. So please go and check out the tail end of the top 8 archives on the YouTube channel. And I'll tell you something very important, and I'll give you a hint. It's got something to do with your taxes. So pay attention. But no, people should really watch that interview because he was being 100% real there. And I think he's a bit. This
he
was
played
really
also
big
amazing.
100%. He's a stellar player. So if it wasn't going to be,
it was funny. It was super late for us, obviously, but I just tuned into the stream and I saw NuckleDude play, and I saw the first thing I saw, he did some perfectly spaced boom mid-screen linked into the standing roundhouse cancels with a level 1 super, which I haven't seen before, and I was like, okay, he's definitely cooking.
It's starting to become an optimal thing. I see Rain Pro do it. I've seen
it's really cool.
Higuchi.
Super satisfying.
I've seen Lex do it. Shouts to Lex. But yeah, when you get that right, Guile has got some really cool and beefy combos and some nasty scenarios, which is why I rate him so highly. This is why I'm telling you, don't listen to these Guile players. They're trying to lie to you when he does all this cool stuff. But anyway, make sure you check out the archive there. But congratulations to Shopify Rebellion's NuckleDude there. And of course, we've only got one more CPT. I think. It's one more CPT in the LCQ. But here's the LCQ. Friday the 16th to the 18th, Los Angeles, California there. You can register now. All the heavy hitters, or most of the heavy hitters are going. If you have time, if you have the finances, go on down. It's going to be the first year for Street Fighter 6. It's an inaugural season. And you can see there, capcom.us/CupXReg. You get signed up and join the LCQ now. If you can't join in person, make sure you tune into twitch.tv/CapcomFighters because, again, it's going to be a tournament you do not want to miss. And then, of course, Capcom Cup 10 will be happening in February 21st through to the 25th in Hollywood. Same venue as last time, I've heard. Capcom.us/CupX tickets. I believe the best ticket available for people who've purchased is sold out, so there might be the other remaining tickets available. But hey, I think it's going to be a good spectacle. We get to see 9 Lukes, 10 Lukes, 9 Kens, 6 DJs, 3 JPs, no Manons, no Akis. I think you're looking forward to it. I hope all the DJs are put in the same group, by the way. That will make my day. That would make my day because I think the DJ players don't understand what it feels like getting hit by sway into low and then you lose 40%. So I think it'll be fun. That's just me anyway. That's my personal wish. But yes. I believe we should have 1 or 2 things more to show as well. Yes, there we go. Don't forget, SF6 got Fighting Game of the Year last year, but Street Fighter 6 has been nominated for the DICE Awards. It's 27th Annual Awards there, and it is a finalist. It's been the category for Fighting Game of the Year and Online Game of the Year. How about that? We've had a lot of guests talk about and, eulogize the online. I think these guys are doing it as well. So don't forget, check this out. And then be on the lookout for that. But you can go over to... Can we vote at all, or is it just part of these? I don't think we can vote. It seems that this is just for private... It's a private function only. I will thank the Academy of Interactive Arts and Science for the nominations.
Thank you for the Academy.
I guess I can't vote, but if you're going to vote for me, go for it. Anyway, if it gets the award, it gets the award. If it doesn't, it's because I didn't vote. So, anyway... Yes, I got told about these on the way to the studio today. So there actually is new merch that you guys can get. It's not just for Street Fighter, it's just for Capcom merchandise in general. These are new arrivals and the accessories available on Amazon. If you check out, get your phones out now, and scan the QR code there. It should take you to your respective website. So because I'm from the UK, it will take me to the UK Amazon store. If you're in the US, it should take you to the US store as well. But you get Capcom stuff, Mega Man, Resident Evil, you name it, it should be there. I do like the chainsaw t-shirt, so I might have to pick myself up a gift. I might pick that up for someone else actually, because they do love the Resident Evil 4 remake, so that's actually a good thing. So I really like what's on the horizon here as well. Also, speaking of which, there was something else I showed today. Can we transition? Yes, it's this, ladies and gentlemen. I know what Vega can get his son for a gift. Maybe we can get him this. The Super Pocket. It is there. You can see it. Sick. And it has, I think it's got several old Capcom games. They are arcade games in your pocket. Again, scan the QR code. It'll take you straight to the website. You can go check it out here. £50 in the UK, 60 USD, and that looks like 60 euros in that weird font. I think that's euros. I don't want to say the wrong currency.
Yeah, it is. They can get me one too.
The guy in my ear says I think it is. If he doesn't know what it is, I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's a currency. I don't know if it's euros or not. But I'm not gonna make people spend the wrong currency. I'm so sorry. But yes, this looks cool. I think you guys should pick it up if you get the chance as well. Maybe we can show one on stream next time, so you guys can get a on hands demonstration as to what it looks like. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just preface this right now. I might not be good at the game in the console, but I can show you what the console looks like. But yes, this looks cool. Check out the scan the retail there. And do not forget, we're in the new year, which means a new Red Bull Kumite is on the horizon. They announced this now in March. I think it's a week before my birthday. I think so. Yeah, 16th and 17th of March, the 9th edition of the Red Bull Kumite. We're heading to New York. Who knows who's going to be there? Big Bird should definitely be there because he's the champion. Who knows who else is going to be there? Maybe Mena, Angry Bird. They might bring DCQ. Who knows? They might bring Kakaroo. Who knows? There's a ton of players that can attend this. You guys don't want to miss it. Red Bull Kumite never fails to deliver. So can't wait for that there. One last thing I want to show you guys before we go. It is complete. Ladies and gentlemen, you always talk about your online, your offlines. You always talking about support your locals. Or hey, we are bringing back a local in the UK. Street Fighter bracket reset, we done the World Warrior, and now the guys are actually setting up a meetup. It's not just for serious players. We have a casual section as well, where people can come on down. They're just fans, they just want to watch, they want to enjoy the games and maybe watch the competitive tournament upstairs as well. They can do so. This is going to be held in the venue where we did the World Warrior for the UK, the new Meta Gaming Centre in London, or Islington, London. All gamers of all skills are welcome. You can come hang out, you can chat with people. They have some incredible snacks in that store, by the way. If I had to sell it to you in another way, they have some incredible snacks in the store. So come on down. The partner is a collaboration of Too Busy Gaming, Reversal, the visual platform, Team Aggie, and of course the new man. Oh, of course, can't forget Rich Dragon. He made that in Photoshop about 5 minutes. Brilliant. He's got his logo. He stamped his logo on the mark. That's brilliant. But yes, it's all there. It's going to be happening Sunday, 21st of January. Do I have word as to what Twitch channel this is going to be on? It's going to be on Capcom Europe's Twitch channel. That's what I've been told. There'll be more details on this coming this week. So keep an eye out for Rich the Dragon, his Twitter account or his X account. Keep an eye out for VP Mark. Keep an eye out for Reversal. Keep an eye out for Too Busy. There's several Twitter accounts you can keep an eye out for more details on this here. Fantastic. All right, so don't forget that. I'm going to try and go this Sunday because I'm very bad at committing to one idea and then someone else asks me to do something the same day, and I've been terrible at that, and a lot of people have been upset with me the last couple of weeks. I can't help that these days.
New year, new you jammers?
New year should be divided into two, to be honest with you, so I can go one place and do the other. But yeah, no, that's going to be it. I see someone said, show Ed. Not even a please and thank you. Glad to know what you're after.
Damn. Look, any manners in the chat?
You know? Look,
any manners in the chat?
I'm just going to say, this is me personally. We haven't seen Ed from November or December, and it's mid-January. I'm just going to take the wildest guess, and we're not going to see Ed until the Cup. That's still
not that guy.
Hey,
Jammers, that guy.
Jammers, show Ed.
He said, I apologize. Redemption arc.
Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes, if you got,
He's already redeemed.
If you got something you want to ask, at least please will do. You know, maybe someone might.
You're okay in the chat. You're okay.
Anyway, right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got to love you and leave you. The Capcom Cup 10 draws closer. Competitive play still happening. We still got a CPT. It's good to have the boys back here. But
Jammers,
it looks like you want to say something.
Did you have fun today?
Anyway, I had a good time. I hope you guys had a jolly good time.
Yes.
And we'll see you next week for some more fun. Until then, we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Y'all already know.
You know what time it is.
I belong in the top spot, number one.
Hope you ready for the fight.
Reign supreme.
Put 'em up, let's go.
Number one. Yeah. I've been laying locked, training for this moment my whole life. Cold nights, in the rainy days, hope I get mine. Spend mine for the accolades in the empire. I need that title in my possession. Once again, it's on, it's my time to shine bright. And if you try to stop me, then you're gonna pay the price. All them late nights finally paid nights. Awaken my dreams, but you can call me the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I'm focused. You know how bad I want this. I'm giving it my all. Never thought this moment is golden. I control it. All eyes on me. I see I'm watching. Once I'm locked in, ain't no way that I'm stopping. Clocked in. It's time to put in work. Go berserk. I'm in my zone until I'm first. Believe me when I say nobody can see me. This a product of hustle. I just make it look easy. Non-stop. You ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm ahead of the game. Y'all remember my name. Non-stop. You ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yeah. I belong in the number one spot. I always keep the business, nothing personal. When y'all ain't see nothing, I just barely scratch the surface. Roll me in the rain, let me do my thing. Thought they hit me down, fight through the pain when I'm in the zone. I ain't never say much, but you see me up top. You see my numbers healthy, the pressure don't stop. Until I'm in the top, see the bottom seeds watch. They almost see me flop, but I'm slipping on them, watch, let them watch. Born ready to fight, this is my moment. Coming for it all, just show me my opponent. Wanna be great, I'm a legend in the making. And this is mine for the taking. Cause I got what it takes to be on top. I'm number one cause I don't stop. Hard gas, no brakes, high stakes. I don't act tough till the tussle let them fold ya. Non-stop, you ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. I'm ahead of the game, y'all remember my name. Non-stop, you ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I belong in the number one spot. Yeah. Y'all already know. You know what time it is. I belong in the top spot, number one. Hope you ready for the fight. Reign supreme. Put 'em up, let's go. Number one. Yeah. I've been laying locked, training for this moment my whole life. Cold nights, in the rainy days, hope I get mine. Spend mine for the accolades in the empire. I need that title in my possession. Once again, it's on, it's my time to shine bright. And if you try to stop me, then you're gonna pay the price. All them late nights finally paid nights. Awaken my dreams, but you can call me the greatest of all time. Yeah, I'm focused. You know how bad I want this. I'm giving it my all. Never thought this moment is golden. I control it. All eyes on me. I see I'm watching. Once I'm locked in, ain't no way that I'm stopping. Clocked in. It's time to put in work. Go berserk. I'm in my zone until I'm first. Believe me when I say nobody can see me. This a product of hustle. I just make it look easy. Non-stop. You ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. I'm ahead of the game. Y'all remember my name. Non-stop. You ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yeah. I belong in the number one spot. I always keep the business, nothing personal. When y'all ain't see nothing, I just barely scratch the surface. Roll me in the rain, let me do my thing. Thought they hit me down, fight through the pain when I'm in the zone. I ain't never say much, but you see me up
up top. You see my numbers healthy, the pressure don't stop. Until I'm in the top, see the bottom seeds watch. They almost see me flop, but I'm slipping on them, watch, let them watch.
Born ready to fight, this is my moment. Coming for it all, just show me my opponent. Wanna be great, I'm a legend in the making. And this is mine for the taking.
Cause I got what it takes to be on top. I'm number one cause I don't stop.
Hard gas, no brakes, high stakes.
I don't act tough to the test, so let them fold ya. Non-stop, you ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1, I'm ahead of the game, they'll remember my name. Non-stop, you ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I belong in the number one spot.
Yeah,
Y'all already know
you know what time it is.
I belong in the top spot, number one.
Hope you ready for the fight.
Reign supreme.
Put 'em up, let's go.
Number one, yeah. I've been laying locked, training for this moment my whole life. Cold nights, in the rainy days, hope I get mine. Spin mine for the accolades in the empire. I need that title in my possession.
Once
There ain't no
again, it's
others.
on, it's my time to shine bright. And if you try to stop me, then you're gonna pay the price. All them late nights finally paid nights. Awaken my dreams, but you could call me the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I'm focused. You know how bad I want this. I'm giving it my all. Never thought this moment is golden. I control it. All eyes on me. I see I'm watching. Once I'm locked in, ain't no way that I'm stopping. Clocked in. It's time to put in work. Go berserk. I'm in my zone until I'm first. Believe me when I say nobody can see me. This a product of hustle. I just make it look easy.
Non-stop, you ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1, I'm ahead of the game, they'll remember my name. Non-stop, you ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I belong in the number one spot.
I always keep the business, nothing personal. When y'all ain't see nothing, I just barely scratch the surface. Throw me in the rain, let me do my thing. Thought they hit me down, fighting through the pain. When I'm in the zone,
I
it's a
ain't never
motor
say much, but you see me up top. You see my numbers healthy, the pressure don't stop. Until I'm in the top, see the bottom seeds watch. They almost see me flop, but I'm slipping on them, watch, let them watch.
Born ready to fight, this is my moment. Coming for it all, just show me my opponent. Wanna be great, I'm a legend in the making. And this is mine for the taking.
Cause I got what it takes to be on top. I'm number one cause I don't stop.
Hard gas, no brakes, high stakes.
I don't act tough